What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Much love to all y'all in the live chat right now. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love to Seal Nation, the Cool Table family, the Mikeyverse, the Syndicate Network. It's all one family, one umbrella, right? Much love to all y'all out there, man. This chat is on fire. We got a packed house tonight. We get into it, yo. We getting all the way to it. We got some dope topics to cover tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking that Rebel Moon premiere, right? Hold on, let me stop this Zack video from playing that I was just watching, right? But yeah, we get into it. We talking the Rebel Moon premiere. We talking live Q&As. You know what I'm saying? We talking all kind of stuff tonight. I cannot wait. Much love to all y'all for being here. Let me get caught up with who's in this chat right now, because this chat is jumping, right? This chat is jumping. We got the homie Charles Austin. Man, the homie Charles Austin gave me and Leon earlier the alley-oop to end all alley-oops, yo. And we gonna talk about that tonight, because I'm glad he said that. It really sparked an idea, and we gonna cook. We gonna cook. We got a lot to discuss tonight. We got Dennis in here. We got Sin Havoc, Anatoly, right? Yeah. Oh my God. We got who else? Who else? Bad Dan. Bad Dan said lots of fake Snyderverse fans exposed. Hey, we gonna get to it, bro. We gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. Thank you, Zach, for standing up for Ezra Miller. Hey, Zach did stand up, right? Yeah, yeah. We got oh yeah, who else is in here? We got FA in here, right? Oh my goodness. Who else? Oh my God, we got Zai Ryder in the building. Much love to Zai Ryder, right? If y'all remember Voltron, you know what I'm saying? We got Voltron in the building, right? Much love to homie Zai. Thanks for stopping by. We got Chris Brown in the building. What's going on, Chris Breezy? Right? Hope you're feeling good. We got South Cali guy in the building. He said, what's going on, everyone? Did y'all see my post on X? Oh, yeah, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to the nitty gritty. We about to break it down. We going to break it down tonight. You know what I'm saying? Break it all the way down. We got Music City Soul in the building. What's going on, Music City Soul? We got Bud Rock in the building. Bud Rock catching the live stream. What's going on, Bud Rock? It has been a while. We got the Nightwing in the building. We got Lucas Ironside in the building. We got JT Savoy in the building. G Rob, right? Man, all y'all. Chad, Cool One Only, Antonio Lopez, right? Futuretron's in the building. Oh my God, much love all y'all. Am I almost caught up? Lawlessness in the building. Oh my God, we got Bad Dan with the $5 super chat early, saying Mikey said, if you don't like Ezra Miller, tough. Because Zach wants to bring on Ezra into the Rebel Moon franchise. Zach praised Ezra in the article. Yo, man, Zach stood up for Ezra and for Amber Heard. We're going to get to it, right? Which just lets me know that, you know, all the cast was going to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that says to me. Let me get a homie. Bad Dan is dropped real quick. Hey, because we got to remind them, Bad Dan, we got to remind them, bro. Let's do that right now.
Good stuff.
Real quick, Zach.
Shout out.
Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Hey, was that clear enough? You know what I'm saying? Was that clear enough? We got lawlessness in the building. What's going on? Lawlessness. We got sickness in here. What's going on? Sickness. TJ's in the building, right? Oh yeah, we gonna get to it. Mama Bear art doll. Yes, Mama Bear is in the building. Man, we got a packed house tonight. Cool Ones in here. Josh Herrera. It's oh yeah, ready for the roast. Hey, we gonna get to it. We gonna get yes. Much love, you guys. Man, I'm so glad all y'all here and rocking out. This chat's on fire. We got a super fun show planned for you guys tonight. I just might end up opening the panel to some of y'all later on, because I need some of y'all thoughts too. Cooking time. Yeah. Hey, we about to get to it. We about to get to it. He said that article was outrageous. Hey, it's all good. We're going to get to it. Right? Josue Aguilar in the building. Yeah. Yeah, man, this chat is all right. And we got the homie Integrity in the building. Y'all know. Right? Yeah. Said fan base dropping W's like it's rain, bruh. It's been so much like dope information coming out recently, and we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Right. Oh my God. We got the homie Mark with the $5 super chat saying, so I'm seeing conflicting messages, bro. I'm gonna need some clarity as to what's going on. Hey, and that's what we're here to provide. We're here to provide clarity, right? Because us over at Sale, the last thing that we want to do is be leading people down a path that we know isn't gonna go anywhere, right? Like some of these other hashtags have been trying to do. And Leon brought up a great question that I'm going to pose to you guys as well, right? Because it's going to be very interesting these next coming days, seeing as how somebody or some of these people have like really planted their flags and said, hey, Zack said that he's done, right? So I just hope that at the premiere, at these live Q&As, I just hope nobody asks Zack if he wants to keep going. I just hope that for the sake of some of these platforms that, really jumped out there and really, wanted to like tell everybody, hey, this stuff is done, and they want to edit photos to make it look like Zack said something crazy. Oh yeah, we're going to get to all that. So we're here to provide clarity for the people, right? I feel like Bane right now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Bane, right? We got Mr. Mighty saying Zack Snyder said that's true when talking about the Snyderverse being dead. Oh, did he now? Because I'm going to need you to stand on that. Right? I'm going to need you to stand on that when I'm done. Oh, when I'm done, I'm going to need you to stand on that. I'm going to need you to stand on it. Right? Yeah. Like, what did CY Post on Vero mean? When Zack said that's true. Hey, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. That's all in the show tonight. That's all in the show. Look, let me give you these drops because the homie Marcus support the platform. So we gotta do that. I got 2 drops for the homie, right? One for the Snyder fans, and I got one for the other set of fans.
Good stuff. Real quick, Zack. Shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Hey, we gonna get to it. Hey, and this is the drop for the other fans because I actually found this video the other day and I've been wanting to share it with y'all and I kept forgetting. But I think that this video really speaks to something that we've been talking about for quite some time.
You see this all the time at the level of the top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, 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 you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Woo! Oh my God. Yeah, what a legend, right? What a legend, bro. Yo, Christopher Lee coming off the top rope. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I love that drop. Y'all might be seeing that more and more, right? More and more. Oh my God. Oh, see, and before we even get to the topics, we got the first special guest popping up tonight. Man, oh, we about to get to it. We got the homies stopping through. We got Josh Herrera in the building. What's going on, Josh? How are you feeling today, sir? Ooh, yeah.
It's about to go down, Scott.
I feel it.
I can.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely talk about Vero True Social tonight. Because everybody's losing their minds.
Bro, we gonna talk about it, bro. We gonna talk about it because apparently Zack put the nail in the coffin, right, for the whole movement, bro. Apparently.
Go home. It's over. He liked this. And then shout out to South Cali guy. It's just so funny how the same tactics as your space was going on, this all was breaking out. And now they're in your mentions posting this screenshot. It's so funny that they're not showing the full, it's just.
Right? Hey, bro, they need us to believe, Josh. They need us to believe. They need to control the narrative so much so.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
In this space.
So much so that they would that these are the levels that they're stooping to. But we're gonna get to it. Right? Because we got things to talk about first before we get to that topic. Right? Like the Rebel Moon premiere and live Q&A being announced, Josh. I mean, yo, they giving some fans the opportunity to be able to attend the premiere, right, in LA on December 13th, right? You already know it's gonna be lit, Josh, right? The premiere is gonna be active, yo. It's gonna be a crazy week. It's really at a point where we're almost reaching like critical mass in terms of hype surrounding like Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon, #sale. Like it's just all kind of taking off at the same time, Josh. And what are your thoughts on that with this recent announcement that they're going to be letting some fans attend the premiere, and as well as that, they're announcing a live Q&A after one of the showings at the Egyptian Theater, and Zack's going to introduce the Late Show. So, man, this is just a whole bunch of great news, bro. How are you feeling about all this Zack Snyder goodness that's been going on lately?
Guys, we are literally, in my time zone, we are about 2 hours away from it being the 30th. Essentially, we are on the eve of Zack Snyder's month. December is Zack Snyder's month, right? He's got this huge blockbuster Rebel Moon project, and they're going all out. Netflix is going all out for Zack Snyder. You asked me the same question earlier in the space, pretty much, more or less, feeling like kind of going in with the main topic of the evening, but this is all inevitable right now. Like all year, it's all been culminating. Everything that's happened this year has culminated in this month coming up, right?
Man, they mad, Josh. They mad, bro.
They're freaking out, Sky. They are freaking out. They're scrambling, and I see it in real time right now on the socials right now.
Bro, they scrambling, bro. They need us to believe it's over, bro. The hype is not there, bro. Don't nobody care about Rebel Moon.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Over.
And one of the weird things I've been hearing lately is we shouldn't be talking about Zack with DC. See, that's where they messed up. Because right before all this dropped, I started hearing, well, we shouldn't be talking about Zack with DC at all. We should only be talking about Rebel Moon. And I'm like, bruh, I'm a huge Zack Snyder fan, bruh, but I don't understand why we can't talk about both. Like, that makes no sense to me why we can't push both of these things. And it would make more sense for us to push both, right? Seeing as how that's only increasing his stock if his name is being talked about in like multiple circles. So with them trying to get us to stop talking about DC and Zack Snyder at all, that was already a little bit weird. Then that coalesces into this whole thing where, oh, hey, Zack's done, y'all, right after Peely and I had that conversation put out where we was talking about this exact same thing, Josh.
And exposing the people that were trying to get the movement off track and put roadblock after roadblock after roadblock to deter us from the goal, make us look like a fandom who was full of toxic people. Look, they don't even know what they want because they want this,
right?
Want that.
I saw somebody leaking Barbie earlier. I was like, yo, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
I saw that.
What are we doing, bro?
It was a troll thing.
What are we doing? I'm like, bro, this is why the hashtag sell community, we was like, yo, we got to distance ourselves from all this stuff. We got to totally like flip this whole thing on its ear and really do something new to make sure that there's like a hard line in the sand. Like, yo, we're over here trying to get this stuff done. And I don't know what everybody else is doing, but that's on it.
They're trying to stall. Is what they're doing. They're trying to stall. They're trying to put every obstacle. And you guys, like Peely said, you boys really did this right. Like, he was impressed by you guys because of your dedication, your discipline, learning from others. You really saw what went wrong before. And you're like, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something else. We're going to do something different. And we're going to think outside the box. That is an idea that is Zack Snyder, thinking outside the box, not doing something that is just the template, though. What's the formula? The MCU, we got to follow the MCU,
right?
The MCU, no shade, but that's what it is a formula. And Zack does not do that, does he?
No, he don't, bro.
Outside of that prison, that matrix, that wall, he broke through it. He's continuing to break through it. This Rebel Moon premiere just shows the train is going, and they are so threatened by the fact that it's coming towards them. And they're just trying. They're trying to throw everything at it.
Hey. And they're like Steppenwolf, bro. When he grabbed that parademon and he threw him, he's like, bro, get out there. Get out there. Cause chaos. Tweet useless hashtags. Defend the unity. Defend the hashtags, bro.
They really are. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Bro, crazy, yo. We got the homie.
Are among us. We got to watch out because these parademons are not too far behind. Guys, it's not over, okay? It is not over.
Crazy, bro.
Look,
hey, I don't know.
Use your
bro. If I was some of these platforms, I would hope and pray that there's nobody asks Zack, man. Because it's like, I would think that they would be feeling like that dude, what was his name? Joe Exotic, when he was like, I am never going to financially recover from this. Like, bro, I don't know how y'all going to come back if somebody asked this dude, and then he's like, oh, yeah, like, totally, I would still come back, right? And then it's like, where do you go from here? When you literally was like, hey, guys, him and James Gunn are besties, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, everybody just, hey, let's just forget about all that stuff going on and let's just all play Kumbaya with WBD right now. Strange things, but we got the homie Neo Sevens with the $2 super chat saying, I thought Zack's likes didn't matter. I thought so too, bro. I thought so too. And you want to know something else that I agree with wholeheartedly? That last drop that I played. So I'm about to bring it back one more time, just for y'all in the back that didn't hear.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Yeah, flop after flop after flop after flop. Yo, I love that part. Yo, he's like flop after.
That's a tale as old as time, Skywalker.
Oh my God.
It's happening, and it's continuing to happen.
Bruh, they said THR also reiterated that gun is Zachary Besties, which isn't true. Look, which is funny because Zach mentioned who his friends were. He was like Christopher Nolan, you know what I'm saying? Todd Phillips, right? He over there kicking it with Denny Villeneuve at the IMAX theater and all that, right? Those are Zach's friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't mention James Gunn, bro.
And I don't know if it's true, but I guess as Bat Dan calls him, Gunny Poo, just had to comment on some social media about that, apparently. So just had to invoke the name of Zack Snyder. I don't know if that's true or not. I saw a screenshot.
Man.
Care to?
Oh my God. Hey, I don't know. You can't even believe screenshots now, bro, because it's like because people altering screenshots, right?
Altering screenshots.
But yo, look, man, I'm so happy with the amount of push that Netflix has been showing this project, yo. Man, it is all over the place, yo. It's Rebel Moon mania everywhere. It's on Sunday Night Football. It's at Complex Con, right? Ray Fisher just posted how he pulled up to Brazil, and it's one of the first things you see when you get off the plane. And it's like, yo, this hype level is just really reaching critical mass. And I think that these type of antics only show that somebody's upset by all this show. Like, somebody's trying to rain on Zach's parade. And I think that the more that we keep talking about this film and really pushing it, I think that the more that it's only going to keep upsetting whoever is trying to place these obstacles in front of his fan base.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, like Ray Fisher, seeing his reaction. I saw his reaction live on Instagram Live after he saw Rebel Moon the first time. The joy on that man's face was zodiating out of my phone screen. Like, you could tell he was like, yo, get your sci-fi Western, like Seven Samurai, get all of that ready, because you're getting all of that from Zack Snyder. And it's just so funny that I don't know if you felt like this, but just almost every day there's been at least something pretty big with Zack Snyder or something having to do with Rebel Moon somehow coming out. Bro. And I'm just like, this is what we've been waiting for. Like, as a fan base, yes, Lawlessness, we are Zack-activated. They know that about us. And like, it's really sending betas into their, like, it's got them shaking. It's
crazy.
And that's what is so like fun about knowing that the Cool Table, the Syndicate Network, is going to be at one of these screenings where potentially in a multiverse somewhere, possibly Super Sky might meet Zack Snyder again. I don't know. That might be something that might be possible. Can you imagine if
I don't know, bro.
If Skywalker stole a question again?
Right?
Can you imagine what would happen?
I know one thing. We ain't about to ask him what he had for breakfast. I know that. Hey, breakfast questions. Who's his favorite Spider-Man? All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, whether or not he's James Gunn's besties. Those are questions that we are. Right? We are not in. Hey, dude, hey, Clyde. He's like, probably. He's like, this is Jeff Johns, right? Probably not.
No,
Yo,
he's like, which
it
one is
is
that? I don't even remember.
right. He's like, that's the Jeff Johns ones, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, probably not. Yo, but nah, man, this was great to hear that there's going to be actual fans at this premiere event, and that Zach's also going to be tapping in with his fan base and all that. Man, it's super exciting, man. Like, this is one of the best times ever to be a Zack Snyder fan and a Zack Snyder supporter. Like, we are reaching, I keep coming back to that word, critical mass, because it's like this Cell DC stuff is really, really bubbling. And then we got Rebel Moon about to take off. And it's like, man, we about to be doing watch alongs. I mean, this is a wonderful time, y'all. Wonderful time.
It's Christmas. It's going to be Christmas early starting this Friday, guys. And I just can't help but think, like, it's just funny how, like you said, this article was done, this interview, whatnot, was done a long time ago, because it was spotted. I saw on Twitter, Zack Snyder had just landed in Brazil. Like, he's over here traveling, getting ready for CCXP. And it's funny how everybody thinks that it's happening right now. He's at his home in Pasadena right now. No, he's got stuff to do. The hype train has left. It is gone down the track. We are off and running, baby.
Josh, I think that article and that interview was written and took place about that, around that time when that picture of Zack Snyder upside down dropped. Right, because it was that picture of him upside down, and I was like, wait, that's kind of crazy. And you literally see him on the trampoline in this video. I'm like, bro, how long ago was that interview? Right? Like, come on. There's no way that this was like a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying? Or like anything like that. I think that this thing was shot some time back. And even if it wasn't, that still doesn't change the fact that there's been a lot of spin that have come out of this article. And he just never said some of these statements that people are trying to put in his mouth.
And I hate that. That's why I get so fired up and joined you in the spaces. I've just seen it happen over and over again. And I hate people speaking for Zack Snyder. And like you said, until the day when Zack Snyder looks at us point blank and says, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. But there's no reason we can't do both and, like you said earlier in the space today. Somebody brought it up. Like, maybe it's not the time to ask this. No, it is the time.
It is the time.
Zack Snyder has a background in marketing, guys. Okay. Do y'all not know that do y'all not know the man that you love? Like, he knows marketing. He knows what he's doing. Okay. When he likes certain things, when he engages, or when he answers certain questions in a vague way, like I mentioned earlier on your space, how celebrities and Hollywood people do. This is a known thing to do to basically get people talking. All right. And the people use it for the anti-crowd, and they're trying so hard to put words, take screenshots, and put them into other people's mouth. And I'm sick of it. And I'm so glad that Peely and you had that stream where you brought so much out. That
was so timely, bro. That was so timely.
It contextualized everything. And I saw myself, I mentioned earlier, I was like, some of the stuff Peely was bringing up, I was like, oh, I was doing some of that. Not knowing.
Bro, facts, bro.
Not knowing.
Hey, I did too. Right? I mean, I did like kind of have some questions when that thing first kind of went out, but I had tweeted out some of those hashtags like once or twice too. But I was like, yo, it just didn't feel right. But after speaking with Peely, I was like, oh yeah, see, like now we realize what was really going on with these things, right? But yeah, there is this need to really put words in Zach's mouth because they know he's not gonna do what Because, like, look, if Zack were to come on out and say, hey, guys, it's over with, I truly believe that the connection that Zack has with his fan base, it would never be through him liking something and putting it on Vero, right? Like, I think it would actually be like a conversation and like a video or something that would drop where he would let us know where his mind was, right? But yeah, so now I have to be mindful because of this event of stuff that I even take at face value from Zack's Vero likes, because now I'm seeing that, you know, even that's up for debate because people are altering that now. So yeah, man, I think it's all just because we are reaching this crazy hype level with Rebel Moon, with Cell, with the DCEU going to Netflix, and you know, with all that stuff going on, I'm pretty sure that the hype and the talk surrounding Zack Snyder and all of these things are drowning out a whole lot of other things, like the Aquaman 2 project that is about to come out. I'm pretty sure, hey, wouldn't it be dope if we were to stop talking about DC right before Aquaman 2 comes out? Right? Like, that's why it's like, yo, man, you know, us really taking a step back in terms of pushing Zack doing DC stuff, who does that help? Right? And that's why I brought it up earlier. It would be like us not trending on the day that the Suicide Squad came out. Right? Like, it's literally the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, well, Aquaman 2 is about to come out, so let's just be quiet about what we want for fucking DC. Like, no, if anything, we need to be as loud as possible right now for DC stuff with Zack and for Rebel Moon. Yeah. It has to be both.
And to your point, like it only rising tide raises all ships, right? Mm-hmm. And like you were saying, we support Rebel Moon, we blow that up, we make that a success. That gives Zack a lot more credibility and faith for other IPs on the service where he's at, right? And certain Hollywood executives don't want those IPs wrestled from their controlling little grasp.
Right.
Schemers. They're trying so hard. They're so scared of someone coming and taking their toys away. And
oh yeah,
I'm gonna see Zack unleashed with Rebel Moon without handcuffs on, and people are really, really threatened by that.
Oh yeah, we got the homie Mark saying with the $5 super chat saying, "Hey, I want to know what's the meaning of that Zack Superman statue? You mean this one?
Hey.
Right? You mean this one?
Oh, signed right? And every DJ.
You mean this one? You mean this one? You know what I'm saying, right? You mean this one with the fingers, right? Right?
Yep. The restored statue.
I don't know what that supposed to mean, but I know what the other one that Zack signed mean. That one framed too, right? It hangs over the bed of the Sultan of Ajar. Right? Yeah. I don't know what that one means, but I know what the other one means. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know that Zack's the GOAT. Zack is the blueprint. And I got that restored one, you know what I'm saying, with the fingers, right? Because, hey, when it was that poster, it was cool to speculate, right? We were supposed to look deeper, right? We was all supposed to look deeper. But when it was the other poster, oh, nah, Zack didn't mean anything, right? Him signing my poster like that meant nothing, Josh. It didn't mean anything. Zack just signs whatever, bro, right? I could have asked him to sign Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 kicks ZSJL ass, right? And he would have signed that too. Because I was a fan, right? Zack signs anything, right? But hey, I don't know. I have no clue. I just know what that other poster means. You know what I'm saying? But hold up. I have to play this drop one more time because this is fantastic. And I actually love this thing. And this for everybody in the back one more time that didn't hear.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, 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 you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Yo, the way he looked so offended, he was like, flop after flop after flop after flop. he put 4 flops in there, bro. He put 4 flops in there.
That's it.
But Roxanne, Count Dooku with the Phantom Force show. Yo, oh my God, yo, this is flop after flop after flop after flop. Well, always got to blame somebody else, right? It's the Snyder fans' fault. They still blaming us, bro. Zack ain't been at DC in damn near a decade, bro. Damn near a decade. And they still blaming you pesky Snyder fans. This is crazy.
And, you know, like Sil said, you can't blame this on Zack anymore. The state of DC, all this DC negative noise. Zack Snyder's been away from DC for a long time. Okay?
Flop after flop after flop after flop. Yo, flop after flop after. They love to flop after flop after. Yo, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm running that shit back one more time.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know.
Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. But look, yo, it's a great time to be a Zack Snyder fan, Josh. I think everybody should kind of be looking through what is going on and really to be able to see the forest for the trees in that, you know, we're eating good right now, bro. We eating real good right now. We got the DCEU coming to Netflix on Friday, bro. It's going to be crazy amounts of engagement. You got this Rebel Moon press tour kicking off in a heavy way in Brazil, right? Leading up to the premiere next week. Then it's dropping in theaters, right? Got live Q&As, bro. It's just a really great time to be a Zack Snyder fan. And it's all going to culminate onto a big day come December 22nd, in my humble opinion, sir.
A little bit earlier for you on the 15th or whenever you're going, but I'm jealous, man. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited that you guys are going to be in the Mecca and one of the rare people, you know, that is privileged enough to see this as it should be, in my opinion, you know, 70 millimeter and theatrical experience. Like, that's just going to be, you know, Zack delivers theatrically. Seeing ZSJL in IMAX, you know, he delivers, and it's supposed to be seen like that.
Oh my God, bro! They don't even know about seeing ZSJL in IMAX, bro. I like really wish that was an experience that everybody got to have, and I'm just glad that I was able to be there for it because it was truly special, truly special, man. Flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm sorry.
Hey, and I don't know. I could be mistaken, but didn't an executive, Joel Silver, say that all of Zack's DC projects,
all of them? He said very, very profitable.
Very profitable.
Not only just profitable, but very, You know what I'm saying? So,
not even,
oh my goodness.
That was also just the theatrical, not including home video, which we know is a staple of Zack Snyder, as he mentioned on that EW, right? He was used to working with home video closely for his director's cuts.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the initial profit from the theatrical, or Greg Silverman. Yeah, sorry. Greg Silverman. Thanks, South Cali guy. And then you got another round of profits. You double dipped with him, with Zach. Why in the world would you let that go? I mean, damn.
Bro, wait, man. I got people in the chat, man. They're asking. I got to do it. I got to run it back, man, because they're asking, and I got to do it.
I don't think they heard you. I don't think they heard you, Dooku.
Hey, what did Count Dooku say, y'all?
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but...
Bro, they got progressively worse, bro. He's like, flop after flop after flop after flop. Yo.
He was a gentleman too. I'm not going to name them, but they know who they are.
Yo, this was man, this was so great, man. Look, but I'm super hyped, and I can't wait for this premiere week, man. I cannot wait for this weekend. I think that the hype level is really about to take off, Josh. And yo, I'm feeling activated, bro.
Yes, that's what we're supposed to be right now.
Right. But yeah, let's get into this interview, because more than anything, I want to say it's always dope getting to hear from Zack Snyder, man. Especially like watching that video interview and everything, and just seeing how his mind works, and seeing him getting up and running to go grab comic books and going to go grab his story, his like little sketchbooks where he has all his movies drawn out. It's just super dope. Like we really got to see all the sketches for Dawn of the Dead, right? He's just going, he's like, oh, zombie stuff, right? And it's just dope, man. Really getting a peek into how his mind works and how excited that he was by some of these things. And yo, it's just always dope getting to hear from Zach, Josh. So I think that before we get into like what happened afterwards, I do want to talk about like what he actually said, and just how dope it is when we get to hear you know, a deeper look into Zach's thoughts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that interview was like, it was just such a treat, as you said, seeing these like rare behind the scenes, you know, moments of Zach. Because Zach is genuine, like, as you know, meeting him, what you see on, you know, the screens and whatnot, that's Zack Snyder being 100% him. He's just himself. And it's really rare in Hollywood that you get somebody that's that. Talking about his Hollywood firsts, being so humble. Like Zack Snyder is a big deal, y'all. Like, but the man would never, he does not act like he's better than you. He is so approachable, so down to earth. Yeah, and the person who did the sit down interview with him for the video was a female. She talked about that. She posted about that too. How she was like, I was the one who did this. And I can genuinely tell you that he is 100% like an awesome guy, 100%. And so he talked about his Hollywood first, right? And how he first felt like he made it with 300 and getting
300. A call from Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah. Tom Cruise himself. Yeah. You could see him turn into a little boy. Like, oh, like Tom Cruise called me. Like, you know, he was just so like.
Hey, I'd be freaking out too, bro. What the fuck?
I would too. Because Tom Cruise wanted to know how he did it. You know, how did you do that? $70 million. Like, wow, like that's pretty big deal for an R-rated movie, you know, at that time. I think it came out, what, 2000? What was that? 7?
Dawn of the Dead?
No, that was
it was before that, right? No, it was like 2004 or 5, I think.
I know. So Dawn of the Dead was his first, and then 300, I think, was like, I don't know if it was 2006 or 2007. But anyways, he had mentioned Dawn of the Dead too, like you talked about with them sketchbooks. And how I think that was for him, his first
2004.
Like, that was 2004. Okay, cool. So that was Dawn of the Dead?
Yep, okay. Dawn of the Dead was 04.
So we're going on what, 20 years now? 20 years in Hollywood, Alfred. Like he's, he's been through it just like Batman. Batfleck has been through it. And that was him proving himself to Hollywood. And you can only imagine what he had to go through, doing a remake of George Romero's, Dawn of the Dead, and what he probably had to compromise on. So yeah, South Galley guy is saying Dawn of the Dead was 2004, and then 300 was 2007. So he proved himself obviously with Dawn of the Dead, showing all that passion that he had. And you could see like he was like, oh, I got I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to name it.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
What
were you saying?
I mean, this man obviously didn't make a flop because he proved him to Hollywood with Dawn of the Dead. And that gave him creative control, in his words, where they said, okay, go ahead and just do your thing. And that's what he did with 300, to the point where he impressed Tom Cruise and he became a little again, getting praised for that. And then moved on. I think he talked about next was Watchmen was his first, right? And that what people had said was an unfilmable comic book adaptation.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I know people have a little bit of issue with the changes at the end. It just makes better sense as a movie because you already have all these things being thrown at it, right? He really made it come full circle, in my opinion, as a narrative. And he did not make a flop.
Hey, I didn't do that. I don't know how that got back there. I have no idea how that got back there. I don't know. It was something wrong with the controls.
It was airdrop or something. I don't know. But yeah, and then he really impressed me. I fell in love with Zack Snyder all over again. I was a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan as a kid. It was Batman and TMNT for me as a kid of the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
So seeing him go get his comic book.
He was like, I should probably have these like in something. He was like, hey, like, he was like,
what? And he like is just so excited coming to show his comic book collection. It was somebody had posted on Twitter also, just like seeing that man's joy that the art gives him. You can tell he cares about projects. He's not just going to put out flop after flop after flop after flop because he cares about.
No, Josh. They got progressively worse, bro. He got more upset each time he said flop. So he got more offended each time, bro. When it came out of his mouth, he like flop after flop after flop after flop. Wait a minute, hold up. Let's look at that again, bro. I need y'all to see what I'm talking about, all right? Like, because it ain't just me. Like, watch this mannerism.
You see this all the time at the level of the top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but...
It's the head. It's the
bro. It just keeps going back further and further. And he's just like, bro. He said the final flop was the mind killer. I thought Fear was the mind killer, Fud Rock, but now it's flops, bro. Flops are the mind killer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Josh. I keep having to go back to that.
It goes back to you playing these drops is coinciding with what I'm saying, because it's talking about the success train.
He said, "Man, got pissed with disgust." I'm sorry. He said, if you listen to this tone, it's like, can you believe this, bro? He was shaking his head like even before, right? Wait. I'm gonna play it one more time. Look, he is shaking his head in disgust even before he's saying what he's saying, because he already knew what was coming, right? He already knew. He's like, but let me just figure out how to say this nicely, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't contain his disgust, bro. So look, let's go through this one more time.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are.
Oh my God, bro. Okay, all right.
And that's not something that Zack Snyder did. That's not something that Zack Snyder did. And it's funny how
pissed.
We got Christopher Lee in the chat, Skywalker.
Oh my God. Yo, this is too much, bro. Bro, I'm done, bro. 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 I'm done.
Count Dooku. You won't get away this time.
He said the final five was the donkey punch with the brass knuckles, bro. I'm done, dude. That is the tip of the spear, bro. Oh my God. Christopher Lee is the man with the golden gun himself. Facts. But all right, Josh, I will let you get your point out this time, bro. I won't point out the hilarious body language of Christopher Lee when speaking about these executives failing upwards, which we didn't even know was a term, bro. I had no idea. We was just kind of saying it, and look, like it was a real thing.
It's history. It's repeating itself, Sky. And you break down the journey of our favorite filmmaker, Zack Snyder, who is being held back for some reason after success, after success, after success, after success. Why is that? It's because he actually puts thought-provoking content within his narratives that people don't want out. They don't want to be inspired. They don't want rebels uprising, causing ruckus when it's not supposed to be in their control. Do they? There's a reason why this is called Rebel Moon. You understand? Like, he's talking.
No heroes, bro. Only rebels.
He is talking to us, guys. Zack Snyder does not do anything by accident or coincidence.
Right. Hey, look, I've been seeing Club Obi-Wan in here. Hey, I need you to stand on this. All right, because I'm about to break this down. I'm gonna need you to stand on this. I'm gonna need everybody that keep coming over here saying, "Hey, but Zach confirmed it." We gonna break that down.
We see we gonna break it in the chat. We see
we see. Just hold on. I promise you, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. We gonna talk about the Photoshop, bro. We gonna talk about the Photoshop. Trust me. We gonna talk about the Photoshop. Right? But yeah, go ahead, bro.
Like I said, fell in love with the man. Big TMNT fan. Seeing him talk so passionately about things that he loves, you can see it within his work. This really did show the man that is Zack Snyder in this interview.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, I think it's like 6 minutes or so, posted by the Hollywood Reporter. And then just go read the actual article for yourself, where you can see what was said and what was not said, and what was inferred or what was twisted to imply a headline, which is being plastered pics everywhere And so people are saying, oh, he confirmed it because he liked this or he said this. But
Oh
they're not
yeah.
showing the full picture and what was fully
Right.
said.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we gonna get to that, Josh. Just let them let them marinate, bro. Let them marinate. You know what I'm saying? We gonna let it marinate.
But I love that the person who was there with Zack Snyder doing that interview 100% was just like all of us, fell in love with that man. He is a passionate filmmaker and he is a fan of film since Star Wars when he was 10 years old, he said 10 or 11 years old, and saw what was become his mythology, his Joseph Campbell hero's journey, which he has continued to put in all his films, including I have Army of the Dead going on right now on my Netflix right now. You could even break that down in that. Zack Snyder is a fan of epicness, hero's journey, and it's so layered that a lot of people just can't comprehend it, and people hate what they don't understand. Skywalker, we've heard this over and over and over again throughout our lifetime.
Bro, real talk. Some people ain't even got the attention span, Josh.
Yeah,
like that's like a real thing. That is a real thing, and it's not even a joke. Like, and it's not a bad thing, right? It's just that, hey, man, like not everybody is of the same mindset, and you got some people that literally don't even have like, yo, I call it. It's almost like the difference between fast food and a home cooked meal, right? A lot of people can't even cook nowadays, Josh, right? Yeah. Because of that same reason, the attention span. People typically like, and a lot of younger people don't typically have like as well of a time, like, you know, sitting down and actually watching something and being focused and laser locked in, right? They want to be able to look at their phones and stuff. And Zack being such a visual storyteller and him literally telling stories through the frames, you have to actually watch this stuff to be able to have an opinion on it. And so, yeah, man, it's just a different time. Not everybody is going to be into the same stuff. And I really think that, you know, the fan base of Zack Snyder has grown so much because a lot of these people have gotten older since they first started interacting with these films. And now they're starting to understand its greatness, right? So it's truly been like an entire journey, and it almost feels like Zod just said in the chat, it almost feels like Rebel Moon is like an allegory for the Snyder fan base, almost.
Exactly that. Like exactly what you said. It truly is an allegory. Like, I think that people are starting to catch on. Like the taglines are not just by coincidence. Like I said, Zack Snyder and Debbie both have. They literally, Zack started doing commercials. He mentions that in this THRV article. I think he was doing a commercial when the success of 300 came in. Like he was literally the Sunday that it came out, he was just doing his next job, which was a commercial. And that's when he heard from Tom Cruise that it was a success, and he got a phone call from him. So the marketing is not by coincidence what's going on here. He is telling us to continue to rebel just like he has in Hollywood. He's really broken the norm, and he's broken that wheel that people want to control people in, and certain people who want that control and creative control, they don't want him to put all these subliminal messages about rising up and not going with the flow, not believing certain Photoshop things. Or, you know,
just think about that. Just think about that, Josh. Zack, the dude that told us never give up, never compromise, said don't stop, right? Said all these things. He talked about us in the sale movement and how his fan base finds a way to win and all these things, right? And Zack would, right before his movie come out, turn around and be like, hey guys, look, I don't want to do no more GCs. That shit is so dumb, bro. Like, it's so dumb. But we here for it. We are here for it, most definitely, right? I do want to kind of move the conversation forward because I do think that, you know, as much of a good time as I had with this interview. And oh yeah. Right. But I really think that with everything that's gone on recently, it's only highlighted things that, you know, like I said, Peely and I were just discussing the day prior to all these things dropping. I think that there's been a calculated kind of charge to try to send the Zack Snyder fan base down all these dummy missions, and you know what I'm saying, like have us all over the place and not being focused and effective. So yeah, much love to the people that put this content out, because I did like seeing this interview and getting that chance to see those things, like Zach running back and forth and grabbing the Ninja Turtles comics and his Dawn of the Dead art book and all that. Man, that was like super dope, and it really just lets us a little bit more into his mind as a filmmaker, and as a member of Zach's fan base. I'm just always grateful for any opportunity that I can get to have those kind of moments, right?
Same here. 100%.
All right. We got the homie Mark with a $2 super chat saying, moments like this, I miss Mikey. Honestly, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. The other day, I was really getting pretty emotional, because I was thinking about everything going down, and I was just like, man, dude, like I really wish Mikey was here to see all this stuff. But I already know what he would say. Like, he'd be out here like, yo, like, are you guys like, yo, are they dumb? Like, are they crazy? Like, you're gonna try to say that Zach will come out and say that he's done right before his movie comes out, right? Like, and then we're gonna, you know, wait, I'll just bring that up in a second. But yeah, shouts out, rest in peace to Mikey Sutton, man. He's sorely missed, and I think about that man every day. There's not one day that goes by that I do not think about him, and I'm just grateful to have known him in the capacity that I did.
Shout out, rest in peace, Mikey Sutton.
Right. Let me give you this drop real quick.
I'm not broken. And I'm not alone.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. Yeah. He's with us, right? Like, look, his artist on Dreamwalker gave us these shirts, right? So Mikey Sutton.
Oh, snap. Hold up. Let me put you right back. I was trying to do this.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do.
Like, yeah, Mikey, bro. You know, I don't know what it was like, but I imagine y'all got Noel through Mikey. So Mikey, in a way, like, I see little things, like little snippets. Me and Bat Dan talked about the Rebel Moon trailer, and somebody was bringing up Cavill possibly in Rebel Moon, and I was like, that's something Mikey Sutton said. And scoops and stuff that he had long time ago are coming back up that Sill's posting, you know, and he's bringing up about stuff about Fantastic Four that Mikey talked about years, like 2019. So Mikey is still with us, guys. We just have to keep reminding the betas who try to, you know, yeah, Necron, shout out to Necron. Like, y'all guys, like, this is living proof. Like, these are available, not this one particular, but there are some designs that are available right now at inktothepeople.com/sellzsjl. And they go to an important cause. This past Tuesday was Giving Tuesday for AFSP. So y'all, not only is this something that Mikey helped get, it goes to an amazing cause, and it supports this movement, and it shows the power to engage with Zack Snyder content, and shows an interest in what we want as a fan base. So I encourage everyone to go to that website at inktothepeople.com. /sells YesJL, and you know, do what you can to honor Mikey Sutton, because he is with us. He's watching us right now. He is Skywalker, and I know he's proud of you for continuing on.
Bro, Christopher Lee is wilding right now, bro. Come on, bro.
Stop the flops.
Flop after flop after flop after flop.
I know who they are.
This man looked offended, bro.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are.
Is that your king? Someone who makes flop after flop?
Is that your king? Yo, look, we about to get to it. We about to get to it because here's the thing. I heard, man, look, whenever something like this happens, you know, obviously I get people hitting me up, you know what I'm saying? And this was a doozy because I was at work, and luckily today I just didn't have much work to do today, right? And I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna leave work early. Like I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna leave work early because I need to go start talking about this stuff. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like reading all these DMs, and everybody is just sitting there like just showing me. I'm getting all these screenshots of stuff that people are saying that used to be kind of rocking out with us and used to be, you know, supporters of Zack Snyder just in general, right? But it's like, yo, the fact that Peely and I had just had this conversation the other night, and we just was trying to warn everybody, like, hey, a lot of these people are not actually fans of Zack Snyder. This stuff is about content to these people. It's about clout. It's about all these different things. And now you see a situation where literally, and Charles Austin gave us great alley-oop earlier when he brought up the parallels of how, you know, this just so happened to come after Restore the Snyderverse and stuff had started trending, right? Which had me realizing that, hey, the same thing happened right after the fact of the Ayer cut and all that stuff trending on the 17th. Right after that, we got David Ayer coming out and saying, hey, you know, release the Ayer cut, like, right? It's like, And I'm like, yo, this is literally the same thing that happened. And it's the same kind of marketing tactics. And to see people playing into this that have called themselves Snyder fans, have called themselves supporters of his, and they're literally like passing around fake pictures and stuff. Because look, let's get right to it, right? We got these pictures that's going around because especially I think this one was really going around, right? Where it's like, hey, Zach, right? Is this true? Right? Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me move this because this is what y'all been waiting on, right?
Yeah.
Because apparently, you know what I'm saying, South Cali guys, they're going hard for Rebel Moon, regardless. I can't wait to see it, but wouldn't mind hearing what he has to say about Snyderverse reportedly being considered dead. And apparently, Zack Snyder answered South Cali guy and said, that's true. Right? Now, Josh, on face value, right, this looks like Zack said it's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I mean,
yeah. Go home, everyone.
Right?
It's done. It's done. It's done.
Like, what else are we supposed to take from this, right? Other than, you know, it's dead.
It's done, guys. Stop.
Right? Zack said this. Zack said that's true, y'all. He said it's over with. Cancel them, bro. Cancel the Man of Steel watch-alongs. Right? Cancel all the DCEU watch-alongs, bro. Yeah. Let's just cancel it all, right? Because this is what was going around the internet, Josh. Mm-hmm. I mean, how do you feel about this picture in particular making its rounds around the internet?
Well, I've seen some of the people in this chat that are so desperate to be heard. We're shooting this pic on your Spaces Twitter thread over and over again earlier, desperately trying to make the narrative. It's over. Y'all need to stop streaming. Turn the stream off. Shut it down, Sky. It's over. Everyone's
It's over,
losing
bro.
their minds.
Right?
Okay?
Because we can't give context, bro. One thing that people are not a fan of, or two things, is context and the truth. You know what I'm saying, right? Because what Zack Snyder was actually answering, right? Hold up. Let me move this. Right?
There's more. Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
When you look at it on my phone, yeah, it's just
right.
Oh, it cuts off when it says the dead part. Oh, but wait.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more? Hold up.
There's more, bro.
There's more that
as long as the fans, as long as there are fans wanting to see it completed, the Snyderverse lives. Right? Oh my God.
I see two parts.
Oh my God.
I see two parts to South Cali guy's question to the man himself.
Oh my God.
But if you're looking at it on my phone, I just see the dead part. But you
right? Because they don't want you to see the bottom.
These narratives are getting desperate.
Right? Yeah.
Desperate.
Yeah.
And somebody asked for clarification.
It says with the screen recording. Go look at the damn Vero post. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the Vero post, bro.
This is what
it's on the Vero post.
This is what they love, is the ignorance.
It's on the Vero post. Go look at that.
Not to check the source. That's one reason I love Sil Nation. Sil always checks his sources. When you get misinformation and people want to hit up somebody like you, Skywalker, people, please, we know as a fan base how these.
They said this looks Photoshopped. They said this looks Photoshopped. That's fucking crazy.
This is my phone. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to the Vero. Oh, look at my Justice League. There's Zack Snyder with the Justice League. If you click on Vero, it's right there.
Right? It's on the post. He talking about it look Photoshopped. He's on the app. He's on the app, bro. He on the app. He just showed you, bro. Yo, this is crazy.
We're dealing with adult type, subject matter, and it kind of takes a critical mind to step back, not react, and really just look at the source, go into it, And when you see the whole picture, you have more understanding. But if you're ignorant to what is really happening, you're going to go along. Oh, I see a screenshot. That's it. I got to give up. And I saw people surprising people that were like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's truly over and blah, blah. And I'm just like, I kind of started laughing because I'm just like, how easy do you want to fall for this? Like we're at a point now, y'all, where the desperation is just becoming obvious, and we need to be better than this, guys.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like they're arguing with fucking Vero now, bro. We're arguing with the actual app, bro. You got people saying the app ain't real, right? Think about that. Think about that. You just had somebody come in here and say that the app ain't real, bro. Think, Mark. Think. Feel like Omni-Man right now, bro. This is crazy. They saying, think, right? The app ain't real now, y'all. These are the levels. These are the levels. Right? We Photoshop this. This is the app.
So let me tell you something, Sky. If I asked you something like, "Oh, is the sky blue?" and "Are you going to go see Rebel Moon?" And then you say, "That's true." Well, wait. Which one?
Bro, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Are you going to see? I don't. What are you answering?
Come on,
are you answering the first question? Are you answering the second? What?
He ain't gonna say why are big accounts sharing it. The same big accounts that saying that they didn't understand what sales ESJL to Netflix meant, right? The same accounts that said that, they said that I was lying about my interaction with Zack Snyder. Y'all remember that? Like, y'all remember that bullshit, right? When they said, "Oh yeah, he lied about his interaction with Zack." Remember when they was cutting the video and making it seem like I was doing some weird shit? Remember that? Yeah. The same people. So we gonna run with that, right? We gonna run with the same people that literally just tried to tell us, "Hey, let's move on, guys, and we should all start for the supporting James Gunn films." Right? I'm happy for the DCEU now. I'm happy Zack has moved on, and we all, right? Oh, y'all said y'all was happy Zack moved on. I saw some of y'all posts. I saw some of that shit. Right? But no, these are the levels that we gonna stoop to, though. These are the levels. We gonna Photoshop some shit and make it seem like Zack tried to tell everybody, "Yeah, hey guys, it's true. It's true, y'all." Right? We gonna cut off bottom parts of the question. Right? I mean, look, is that not, look, y'all see it right here. Look, y'all see it. Y'all see this, right? Right? Like, right. Where's the bottom part of that fucking post, yo? Where is it? Oh my God. Hey, I just felt a shift, a seismic shift. Josh, I don't know if they ready, bro. I don't know if they ready, bro. I really don't. We got Still Abdul in the building, bro.
Seal Nation, the Seal Nation section.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know if you're coming through the grift, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on still.
I'm incognito.
He kind of incognito. Oh my gosh. Nah, all good, bro. All good. Still, I don't know if you're coming in here to grift, bro. Right? Like, I don't know what's going on, man. Like, it's crazy, bro. Zack telling us he moved on. It's Photoshop pictures going on, bro. What's going on in this fandom right now, dude?
Wait. The photo. There's Photoshop. I must have missed something.
It's a Photoshop,
bro. Why are they trying to make it seem like, bro? Zack said that. Why are they trying to make it seem like Zack was saying that that's true to this part about the Snyderverse being dead, but yet they not adding context that this man said as long as there are fans wanting to see it completed, the Snyderverse lives. Right? Why they cut that bottom part off still?
No. First of all, wait a minute. I'm going to have to jump on a different system here. Give me 1 second. Because, we got to talk. Yeah, we got to talk. We got to talk about that. I'm going to drop off for a second. I'm going to jump in through a different way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Got to get the home.
We'll have Sil right back. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was breaking it down earlier today, too. Like, just talking about, I know that the people didn't like that he was bringing up the fact that Zack Snyder was still interested. We didn't talk about this in Dark Knight Returns. Like, that is DC. So how are you going to say He's done with DC.
Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
It doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Like you talked about earlier in your spaces. It's what is it? You're done with DC, but you would jump at the heartbeat. We have Kevin Smith, one of Ben Affleck's best friends in the world, talking about how when Chasing Amy was being filmed, he was all about The Dark Knight Returns. And it makes you wonder what was the reason why he signed up, because he didn't want to be Batman at first when he first heard it. And then Zack told him what Bruce Wayne was going to be like in this universe. 20 years in Gotham, he's broken down, he's weary, you know, you're like, you're perfect, you're the guy. And Ben Affleck's like, oh, like that graphic novel that literally subverted expectations, changed. Like, Sky, I don't know what your history is with Dark Knight Returns. That book scared me when I was a kid. I had a cousin.
Yeah, bro.
And the Joker with the batarang in his, I was like scared of that. And it wasn't until I was a teenager when I finally picked it up and appreciated it. Because for a while, that wasn't my Batman. My Batman was, you know, happy-go-lucky, boom, pow, bang, because Adam West was my first Batman. But it makes you wonder, not only Dark Knight Returns is Zack Snyder's favorite graphic novel, as him quoted, but Ben Affleck loved it as well. So I'm sure that was the hook that got Ben to come into this universe. And so I know one way or another, guys, like we are going to get more stuff from Zack Snyder. It might not be tomorrow. It's not going to be, maybe not next year, but eventually Zack Snyder will do more DC. Okay. It's inevitable. And what I think is so discouraging for me to see as a fellow fan is people just, our society wanting that immediate instant gratification. We want it now. We wanted it to be restored like by next year after the Snyder Cut came out in 2021. And if not, we're not. Oh, there he is. There's the big homie.
Yo.
We were talking about talking about Dark Knight earlier.
Yeah. Shout out to that. Yeah, definitely was a cool stream. We getting back in the swing of things, but you know, it's this Kentucky internet. Y'all know it hits me different peaks, so y'all should know how that rolls by now. But
you're better now.
But what's up with this Photoshop? I'm a little lost. Sometimes I disconnect, you know what I'm saying, and I don't hear everything. So, what it was a Photoshop picture?
You're on mute, Sky.
Oh, okay. I was like reading his lips. I was like, what did he say? Let's see.
So,
all right, so that's South Cali. So that's the homie South Cali right there. We know South Cali.
You're still on.
You still muted, Sky. All right.
You're not muted.
Oh, this like the old Hamada days, man. They taking people's mics and everything, bro. Like, what's going on? Yo, this is the Josh Herrera stream. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chat. Yo,
so South Cali guy made a post on Vero.
That's the homie, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to South Cali guy. And No,
can't hear you, Sky. What happened, bro? It's like a glitch in the Matrix, man.
So
what took over? Like all the audio like went.
You can try dropping me out. Maybe try dropping me out if you need to.
Yeah,
South Cali
yeah, go ahead, Josh.
He made a 2-part post on Vero, and a lot of people started during the spaces today. Skywalker was hosting, started sharing that, saying, "Oh, it's over. He just confirmed it's over on Vero." So screenshots started circulating because somebody else reposted it and asked a follow-up question, like, "What did you mean by this?" And Zack gave his vague answer because he liked South Cali's guy's post, which had 2 things that can be interpreted within it: Snyderverse being dead and Snyderverse living.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah.
All right. Man, hey, look. I see people requesting a link. Don't worry about it. We good. I see everything. Everything is moving along at the perfect pace. We got the homie Necron in the building. There were links that was already sent out. There was a list of people, you know what I'm saying? So just hold off. Hold on a second. Anyway, still, what I was trying to say is that we got this situation where we got this picture that's been being circulated, bro, where it's trying to say that, hey, man, like the Snyderverse is dead, right? But little did they know that actually was not the end of the post. The actual end of the post was, as long as there are fans waiting or wanting to see it completed, the Snyderverse lives, right? So I don't understand. And hey, you got people in the chat right now saying, well, why are all these big outlets sharing this shit? That's a great question. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. First off, who is wondering, oh, why are these big outlets? Because y'all haven't been watching my platform for the last 3 years. Y'all haven't been following Mikey Sutton for the last 2 years. If you're gonna ask me, why are these big outlets against Zack Snyder? Are we, bro? Who? Go ahead, Sky. Go ahead. My fault, bro.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. When we got a situation where, right, literally, like, you got people cutting off the bottom of posts, trying to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, Zack said,
you know how this goes, y'all.
This is crazy, bro.
So they photoshopped the homies post. We know South Cali. I met this man in person. See, that's a problem. These people that live online, they'll meet people in person. You know, they don't know like real people. Like I met South Cali. We was at B-Dubs together. BW3s for you people out there. And so it's like, why would he? If you gonna doctor his photo, I can just hit him up. Yo, South Cali, what'd you really say? Because like we cool. These games, man, that's what they've been doing the whole time. I think, Sky, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here. I think what they underestimated was the idea you had. It totally bypassed Warner Brothers, right? It totally bypassed bring Zack back. You know, and you got those that still stuck on Restore. We remember the Restore movement. That was cool up until they dismissed Cavill. That's what Restore. That was Restore right there. We was rocking with y'all the whole time with that. Once that ended, then that's when Cell was born. So at that point, it wasn't about asking for favors no more. You still got people online that was rocking, with release the Snyder Cut. They still follow. Let's write letters. I saw somebody say the other day, I'm like, oh my God, let's write letters? What is wrong? Are we serious right now? Now y'all doctoring photos? Like, what do you think that's going to do? Man, I'm just saying. Man. So, go ahead.
Hey, I know what it did, bro. It did this. You know what I'm saying? That's what it did, bro. That's what it did, bro. That shit did that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it did, bro. But
I said write some letters,
photos, bro, and write letters.
Photos. So So this isn't the original, or this is the original on the screen right now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
As long as there's fans wanting to see it completed, Zack said that's true, right?
But when you look at it on a phone, still you just see the first part about it being dead. It's not until you scroll
you actually see the full message.
And then somebody reposted it.
So Zack liked that post. Did he reply to that post as well?
He liked this post from South Cali.
That's it.
This one.
Did he reply? That reply where it says, "Is that's true?"
He replied to Jacob because Jacob captured the thing.
Right. I saw that one.
Saying, Zack, what do you think? And he said, "That's true."
This is Jacob's. So when
South Cali's post, just so it's clear for so South Cali's post is true when he says, "As long as we keep fighting." Kind of sounds like the video I saw it earlier when you played the Full Circle video when Zack said the Phantom, we always find a way to win. So this all sounds consistent. I don't know what the outrage was then. I don't know. What are we missing here? I'm not missing. Okay, I'm not missing nothing. So as far as in the article, and I'm going to do a video about this too, but people thought the article ended the Snyderverse. Like, is that something else that we're seing?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
right.
Much, yeah.
So, based on what? Like, what in that article? I don't know if we got some weirdos in the chat. Yeah, if y'all can always chime in. The weirdos. What in the article? Because the photo's fake now, right? So we don't gotta talk about it anymore, right? Okay. So in the article, what killed the Snyderverse? Or what are y'all hearing? I guess because they're getting like banned and stuff in the chats. I don't know.
Zach, bro. Zach.
Based on our movie news video. So like if any one of y'all that was rocking with Cell and y'all still taking stock in our movie news videos, then like slap yourself. I'm not gonna slap you personally. Slap yourself. Like what the world? What are you going off of the biggest flip flopper on social media?
Biggest.
Are we serious, bro?
Oh my god, bro.
I'll make it easy for him. I'll make it easy for him. So they think because Boris Kidd, that's the journalist that wrote that article, THR says, "Oh, it's gonna be hard to get Zack back to DC." But then Zack said, "Well, hey, if they invite me back to DC, I mean, that's under Warner Brothers, right? That's what I'm assuming."
Yeah.
You know, in the conversation, right? I'm assuming we all follow, Sinister as well and stuff like that. So if he was asked back, he would just do an Elseworld story. Was Zack supposed to say, well, but if they sell it to Netflix, do you think Zack's going to say that? like we better than this, man. Like, what is the word? Are we serious out here? Because I'm thinking it was just like, I went over the article earlier, like Josh was saying. I was like, I figured everyone knew, like, oh, this is just a journalist kind of conjecturing. And then Zack was like, oh, yeah, I'll do Dark Knight, right? Returns and, Daredevil with Marvel. And, he's supposed to say hashtag sales. Was that what they wanted to see? Is that what? I mean, I know Zack wrote sell it. I was there at Full Circle when he said sell it.
Yeah,
I mean, but that don't count though, right? That don't count.
Apparently not. That don't exist.
That don't count, right? So
that was probably fake too, man. It was Photoshop, still.
That was Photoshop the video, right? It's AI, right? Yeah. I'm trying to use AI too, bro. We getting wild out here, right? But it's wild, man. People really fall for that. And it's like they hate the Snyder fandom so much. They go to these lens, man, to Photoshop stuff, to push quotes that's not even there. It's crazy, bro. This is crazy. Crazy times.
It's wild, man. And I'm glad that all you guys are here to weigh in on this hilarity, because it's like this, man, I think that the fact that we're facing all of these problems now only means that, man, we've been making so much noise, We've been making so much noise. And I really think that this thing is about to hit a fever pitch starting this weekend. And I think that that's why this happened, because this is utterly ridiculous, y'all. Utterly ridiculous.
Like the Bayless came back out today, bro. It's like it's crazy. When the last 2 days, because I did the article with the Wired yesterday, and I covered that, and then today, the big one, THR, and this is right on time for Rebel Moon. Like he's in Brazil right now, right, about to premiere the film in a couple of days, right? And in a couple of weeks, in LA. So it's like, in the next month, we're all going to see Rebel Moon next month. So this one would ask people, like, they go off of these quotes. I had this conversation with someone online recently, and it's like, well, this article said this, this article came out last week. And I was like, well, when did the interview happen? I mean, the article came out last week. So it's
yeah.
So do you think they just talked last week? Is that what you think that's how this works? Sometimes it takes months, even a year, for someone to get quotes and actually go through the whole story, and then it finally drops because they want to drop it near the release of Rebel Moon. This is marketing time for Rebel Moon. This interview could have happened like this past summer, this spring, but when did Zack Wright sell it? I mean, I know when that happened. I was there full circle. Josh was there. Shout out to Leon. He was there. Scott was there. We know when that happened. Probably around the same time he did this interview. And literally, Zack said on Vero, hey, he answered Sky's question. If he was given a chance, Chris Terrier was right there. Terrier was like, yeah, we would still do it. He wrote all this stuff.
It's on video.
So it's like people taking quotes from an article. Who knows when those quotes was even, and Zack didn't even say anything against it, but they act like it's like new information, like something was unearthed in this article. We know when Zack kept saying, that when he told us that fandom always wins, we find a way to win, and that he still will be willing to do more. So it's like, I mean, it's a non-story to me, but since it's causing conversation, I got to do some videos of it. So that's all good. The drift continues. Yeah.
The grift must go on. We got the homie Neo Sevens with the $5 super chat saying, it's just a coincidence that this happens right before the DCEU drop on Netflix and Comic-Con in Brazil, but there ain't no coincidence, bro.
This is promotion time. This is Rebel Moon hype. Full, they were just on Fox NFL Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's promotion. So this makes sense. This all makes sense. It's all dropping now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shouts out to the homie Marcus. Let me give you this drop real quick because I'm in love with it.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
And then Anakin chopped his head off.
Yeah.
It's pissed off Anakin.
Bro.
Man.
Oh my God. Phil, what's your take on that video, man? Like from way back, man, and this dude was talking about it back then, bro.
Hey, it's like we can't argue with an OG, you know what I'm saying? So Christopher Lee knows what's going on. I think probably even since then, and probably back then, the Hollywood and the industry, they find a way to insulate certain people too. And James Gunn has that type of cut to his fabric there where he's insulated and Rotten Tomato scores. So that's exposed now. Y'all on my channel, I won't even cover a Rotten Tomato score anymore. We know that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit. Bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell you out the future right now as best I can. When Superman Legacy comes out, it's going to have a great Rotten Tomato score. It's going to say the best Superman since Christopher Reeves. I can tell you these are the headlines, but these are the type of people you get into that system. You rub shoulders with the right people. Now, we like Zack Snyder because he's rubbing shoulders with real auteurs, Christopher Nolan, Denny V did Dune, Todd Phillips did Joker. That's the people we rock with.
Who they begged to run DC Studios still. They begged Zack Snyder to run DC Studios.
He knew this was a thankless job. This is like a puppet job. That's what James Gunn is doing. Because when, let's say, Universal buys Warner Brothers, are they gonna be like, oh, we got to keep James Gunn? No, they're gonna do their own thing. Now they may make him, a lesser person there, but it's like, who would take this job when it's such in flux right now? We saw what happened to all these films Gunn didn't help this, but so it's like it's very clear what's going on. As far as what Christopher Lee is saying, you know these type of people that's like something about James Gunn. It's confirmed he employs like fanboys online to attack people.
Confirmed.
I'm just saying. Nicole Perlman confirmed this.
Hey,
that's why they still mad at me online.
They want to make y'all feel bad, still. They want to make
that's
y'all
literally
feel
a quote.
bad.
That's literally a quote.
Feel bad, bro.
Make them feel bad, you know. And they have like the most generic profiles, like like a soccer mom, like I don't know what. So it's like, bro, this is strategic. Gunn has already been exposed, so it's like we're not going to fall for the okie doke. Obviously, he's the type of person that, again, will just assisted in Hollywood. It's very clear at this point. And Zaza fell for it, you know, and that's just what it is right now.
It is what it is.
Exactly. Yo, look, I want to are you guys confusing Casey Bloys and Nicole Perlman? No, we're not. No, we're not.
No, I covered all that. Like, go to Sub to a Geek Network. I cover this stuff every week. Secondhand grief, if that's your real name. It's real brave right there.
Bravest man in Hollywood.
Like, you know, with a name like that and a generic avatar, you'll never sound smart. I just hope they know that. I just hope they know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, I'm just saying, right? And it's like with everything that's been happening these past few days, it's like everything is it's just out in the open now. And I think that the more that we move forward, the more that we'll just kind of see these things playing out in real time that we was just talking about. Like in that Peely stream. But Necron, I want to get your thoughts, bro. What's your thoughts on all this stuff, man, and everything that you saw on the timeline, bro?
Oh man, okay. The Hollywood Reporter, they need traction. So what the heck they gonna do? They're gonna put Snyder versus Dead according to Zack Snyder or something like that. Everybody's gonna go and click on that article. This is probably the most traction they probably had in months on their website. Look what it done to the fan base. Zach's not really around to debunk anything right now. Like you said, he's in Brazil. He's promoting Rebel Moon. But in a way, for me, it's kind of funny because it's putting Zach's name everywhere. So Zach's winning. Regardless of all this, Zach's winning.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He's winning. Everybody's talking about him. He's winning. Look at that.
and what's wild, Necron, like obviously we're talking about Rebel Moon, but then we're talking about DC, Batman. Yep. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. And so Zach's winning because Rebel Moon is getting all this publicity from people who don't even know what Rebel Moon is.
You want to know who ain't trending? What ain't trending? Superman Legacy.
Dark Knight Returns.
You got this wacky ass hashtag trending. You know what I'm saying? What up with that Superman Legacy, bro?
Yeah, where's he at? I thought this was supposed to be the knockout blow. It was a complete opposite to you, bro.
In my region, Dark Knight Returns was trending for a good hour or two, which is crazy because of the quotes from the article.
Dude,
and then Watchmen was too. Yeah,
The Watchmen. How many years ago was that? Zach is just magic, dude. But then you got, of course, the what can we call them? Fandom bloodsuckers like Our Movie News, can't figure out if it's this or that or what to wear, what not to wear. I don't know, man. It's always confusing from them. And they come out with an article, saying, is a Snyder birth.
Amber Heard was trending. This is all from the THR. Christopher Nolan was trending.
So why would anyone get worked up over Our Movie News? Have you not seen the history of that? Remember there for like a week? Every week it was Zach is finished. Zach has started. Zach is finished. Zach has started.
Mm-hmm.
Stop listening to these.
Our movie news said we need to apologize to James Gunn. Yeah.
What?
Bro,
I didn't even know that.
come
For
on,
real?
man.
I thought that man got paid. That man got paid.
Someone is on the
tell
payroll.
your people to apologize. Okay.
Apologize for what?
What
What did I do? Or what did we do to James Gunn? We don't want to see his lame movies. I'm not apologizing for that. No,
I'm not apologizing, man, because he said my Clooney scoop was wrong. I would never apologize.
There you go. He accused Mikey of the wrong scoop. He should apologize to us.
Yep. Hey,
Bruh.
Apologize.
Literally, man. Literally. They sat there and tried to Photoshop pictures, bro.
That's crazy.
Over.
Well, folks got.
It's crazy, bro.
You're wild, bro.
Apologize to Seal, bro. Apologize to James Gunn. All y'all don't say something, bro. Y'all don't say sorry to James Gunn.
Oh, man. That's why I can't.
James Gunn, bro.
I can't take some people seriously, bro. I can't take y'all seriously out here, bro. Go ahead. I'm on, bro.
Nah, man.
We're the man. We're like, we're the Snyder fandom, dude. We'd rather live on our feet than. No, I said it fucking wrong, bro. We'd rather die on our feet than live on our knees. We're not going to apologize to James Gunn and all this stuff. It's crazy.
This is everybody apologize to James Gunn right now. Smash the like, donate to my channel.
Oh my god,
crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro, out here. I mean, bro, hey, we just rocking with what's going on. I mean, again, it's sell or nothing. We said this before Full Circle. When I was talking with Sky, I was like, yo, because I was hearing around that time, I was like, I think it's true. Zach announced that he's done as far as with Warner Brothers.
For sure.
It's a wrap.
I remember that. Yeah. That
you know what I mean?
Rough day.
And so with the third party idea, it's that or nothing. That's literally where we're at.
Yo. We do got another guest that's stopping through that I gotta bring up. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about this post for quite some time. I wanted to get all the homies' takes in first, but we got South Cali guy in the building stopping through. What's going on, South Cali guy?
What's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We good? We coming in good?
Yes.
How's it going? First of all, thank you guys for having me. It's been a long day, that's for sure. The THR article, I'll just speak on that really briefly. It was cool getting to see Zach in the limelight again. Like, that's the only thing I took from that article, just being honest as a fan. Like, I'm glad Zach's, being treated like royalty as he's supposed to, but with Netflix, they're treating him right. I'm happy about that. Can't wait for Rebel Moon, seeing it twice in theaters. I can't wait. Super excited for it. But in regards to my post, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. I'm going to just bring it down a little bit. That first post that everyone keeps saying is photoshopped, the one where it looks like Zach is replying to me, he's not replying to me. But that is a post, like, that's not screenshotted. That's literally, it was there originally. My phone and Vero do not get along. Like, there are times where I've had to report it, and you can look. I would say, Sky, if you could bring up my Vero, I would say bring it up, and I could show you that I've sent messages to Vero saying, like, hey, my phone and Vero do not get along, like, at all. And so they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll look into it, so on and so forth. Now, that post is true, but Zach is not replying to me. I know the difference because I never got a notification saying that Zach was replying to me. When he says that's true, he's not replying to me. He's replying to Jacob. That's a fact. So he's not replying to me. I know the difference because I literally got a reply from Zach in the same scenario where I actually commented on somebody else's post, and I actually got the notification saying that Zach actually replied to me in their post, which is Jeff Purdy's post. If you want to go look at that, you can go look at that. One of the latest Jeff Purdy posts. He was talking about it was basically when Zach made that post about, I think it was what was it? He made a post like either the day before yesterday, probably, or yesterday, where it was about one of the fundraisers. And I replied back to Purdy saying like, yeah, like the king and queen are finally on their throne, and after all the BS and drama, they're still standing stronger than ever. And Zach replied back to that. And I literally got that notification that Zach replied to me in somebody else's post. So I know when I'm getting replied back to from Zach. That post, yes, it's real, but he's not replying to me when he's saying that's true. He's actually replying to Jacob. Now, whether he's replying to Jacob in regards to my post, I don't know. It's a possibility that he is. But again, what is he actually saying that's true to? Is it the comment of the picture from Our Movie News, or is he replying actually to me saying, you know, as long as fans are still, you know, wanting to see the completed version of Justice League, then, you know, the Snyderverse lives, you know, like that's what I took from it. But at the same time, I don't know. Fans will run with it however they wish. But the way that I know, I can tell you the facts, which is literally Zach is not replying to me in that post. That's a fact. That's not him.
So
I would
it's
get
your
the
fault, South Cali. That's what I'm getting from this whole...
Basically, yeah. Apparently, it's all my fault.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, Zach. I'm sorry, Zach. Yeah.
Because you can't see, like you're talking about Jacob's post when you click and you see Zack Snyder right there. He's saying it's true. So, yeah. But you can't see your post in Vero, what it says, until you click the entire thing on my phone. And there... you see the dead part, but then you scroll down, you see the hopeful part. Yeah. So yeah, we knew what you were talking about, South Cali guy, 100%. But when you're looking at it at a phone, you have to open it. So
again, yeah, Zach isn't replying to me in regards to when I say I'm gonna go hard for Rebel Moon. When I say that, like in that comment, and how it looks like Zach is replying to me saying that's true. He's not replying to me. I can tell you that right now. That is not me. He's replying to. He's replying to Jacob. Now, whether he's saying that's what he's saying that's true too, I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah. But I mean, Zach replied. It's like, so I'm cool. He saw my post. I know that. So I was like, I was ecstatic about that.
I feel, but I will definitely say this. Ain't no way. Come on, y'all.
This chat.
This chat is hilarious, bro. I can't with y'all right now, bro. Look, I do want to say that, the thought that Zach would be replying to Our Movie News and just saying like, hey, yeah, the Snyderverse is dead. That's true. Right, something like that on Vero, bro. While he's out,
he would never do that. Yeah,
bro,
Zach
like,
would make it formal, and he would tell us, like, legit tell us. Yeah, come on.
It makes no sense, bro, whatsoever. And so I think that when you think about that and you put it all together, and you're seeing these pictures going around, and people are running with it, and like I said, it's the same, right? Look, to everybody, and Leon asked this question earlier, and this is a beautiful question. It's like, to everybody that came out and saying that, hey, we should just be moving on. I wonder if we're going to ever be asked to push some of those older hashtags ever again. You know what I'm saying? Because if so, it's like, dude, what are we doing, right? Like, why are you coming out and saying everything's done if we're going to go back to pushing old hashtags in like 2 or 3 days? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really going to be a situation where you're really asking everybody to move on? So I think that the timing of this was very odd. The spin of this whole thing was very odd. And when you go click on the actual post and you see what was actually there, and you put that with what he said, it's like, bro, there's no way that this dude was saying, hey, no, that's true that the Snyderverse is dead. Like, what are we here, bro? Like, he was come out on here, hey, the Snyderverse is dead, guys. And he's like, oh, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is comical. And I think that we're really at a point where we just got to recognize that I think that we're hitting these roadblocks because of the fact that we're so close to Rebel Moon being out, and the hype levels are out of control, and they're only going to get bigger and bigger going into this weekend, right? And I think that there are definitely some narratives that are trying to be controlled right now.
Yeah.
And that is the main focus of what we've been trying to speak about this situation on like all day. So
100%.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been a long day for me. I mean, I think that happened.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that happens. I think earlier today at some point. I think it was still at work when it happened, and I was like, well, I don't know who he's like, what he's trying to say here, but this is it, and I'll just like let the Snyder fans interpret it as they wish. But to me personally, I'm just gonna go ahead because I am a fan. I'm gonna be biased. I'm personally saying if Zack was gonna tell us that it's over, he would legit tell us. Like there's no secretive cryptic. He would just flat out say it. Whether he will ever say it, I don't know. But I mean, as someone who, like an artist, he would probably want to finish what he started. What artist want it? You want to finish what you started. Yep. So as a fan, I'm going to go ahead and just say he's saying it's true. As long as fans keep, asking for it, showing their demand, Snyderverse lives.
That
it's
response
not going to go anywhere.
Makes sense to that too.
Yeah.
Like, and
that's
to
the
go
only thing that it makes sense to, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And to reiterate what Sky was saying earlier, like you said, dude, at Full Circle, exactly what he said. Do we need the show to drop? The fans usually get what they want. And then this thing says, what the fans want, right? Usually get what they want. He goes, it's true.
Right. Hold up. Y'all did smash that like goal, so let me hit y'all with this drop for doing that because y'all passed 50 likes.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
Yes, the fans seem to win, right? 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. They want the Full Circle drop. All right, look, I will give that to y'all team because, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already know. Where's the Full Circle drop? Oh, here it is.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And
wait, I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one.
Real quick, Zach.
Shout out.
Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Oh, I got a question. Why does my question to Zack not count, but then Zack gets to just come out here and, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why is
that's really strange, man, because I asked Zack if he wanted to continue. Zack said, yeah, everybody said that didn't matter.
Yep.
Well,
true. And I actually remember I'm having deja vu because I don't know if y'all were aware, but like last month or a few months ago, this is going to your post South Cali guy. People were talking about how Army of the Dead Las Vegas, the animated spinoff, it was dead completely, 100% dead. And what happened? Zack Snyder gave cryptic likes response. No, it is not dead. But people were running with the narrative, the usual suspects in my circle that I see in the YouTube sphere. Oh, it's dead, guys. Sorry, the animated project is dead. And Zack had to finally come out and say, no, it's not dead. We're still shopping it around. They have the whole thing completely pretty much done. They just need the animatics to be completed. So it's just funny how that kind of just reminded me just now when you were playing that drop of Full Circle Skywalker. I was like, Zack, you got to kind of like look into his mind. Like, what's he going to do? Is he really going to come out and give us this bad news like this to a fan?
Right.
Like, you're a fan, South Cali. Like, he's responding to fans, and so he's very knowledgeable of that, and he knows the fans are going to blow it up. So
one more time too, because we got a lot of people in the chat right now. It's like over 80 something. Let me let you guys know, because maybe some of you guys weren't aware that I asked Zach what his thoughts on this situation was months ago. Maybe some of y'all didn't know. So I'm gonna play this video just so that we're all up to speed. You're right, and can't nobody say, hey, that they didn't know that Zach was actually asked about this question directly. Right? So let's hear it.
Y'all hear me in the back? Yeah. This question is for Zack Snyder. Zach, my name is Skywalker the Jedi. I've been on a little bit of a hero's journey myself with you and your projects, right? Seeing this thing here is truly a moment that has brought this entire new sale campaign into a full circle moment, if you will. My question for you, sir, is would you be overjoyed if your stories were able to continue in any form, even if it was on a third party outside of WBD?
Listen, that's a good question. I think it's fair and it's exciting. And look, I love the world, and obviously, I've not put a small amount of effort into this mythology. And you know, we have done not also a small amount of work toward what the eventualities of these scenarios might be. You know, as far as, you know, I've had an amazingly, my experience with you guys and with this material has been incredibly satisfying, and I couldn't be happier with the, you know, the way that, you know, you guys have been able to dig in. You know, we were talking about, like, you want to go deep on these movies and on this mythology, it's there, right? And so, yes, would I be interested in whatever medium or whatever way these ideas would get to you? Of course I would.
Yeah.
So yeah, and in the meantime, we forge ahead and we do what we do. And so, like that. But yes, thank you. But I love this world, and I love these guys that I've gotten to do this with, and it's been amazing. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Zach.
All right.
That's me saying, yeah. Yeah, that's me.
All right, stream over, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We can all go on. Like, I don't understand,
it's right.
bro. I don't understand, man. Did that not give us a clear enough answer?
No.
Like, why?
I'm trying to go with the popular answer. I don't know. Like, yes? Okay, yes.
He said no. Yo, hey, I'm confused, y'all. I'm confused. But South Cali, I want to thank you for clarifying that, though, man. Because, like, yeah, I mean, they were trying to make it seem like Zach just responded right to your post and was like, "That's true." You know what I'm saying? It was.
He's not replying to me. Like I said, I would have gotten that notification saying that Zach was replying to me, and I didn't. Jacob was the one that told me, "Hey, he replied back." And I go, what? And that's when I immediately went over there to go look.
Right.
So I was like, oh, he did reply back, but he wasn't replying back to me. I would have seen that notification, and I would have looked, but no. So he's not replying to me. You can squash that narrative right now. You can squash that narrative right there.
If he was answering you like, you like, oh, like, we gotta keep fighting, right? And Zach was like, oh no, that's true. It's over up there. It's over. That's how I try to make it sound.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean. People will run with it. It's what you know the media does. They want clout, whoever it is. You know, it doesn't matter. YouTubers, the insiders, they all want something to talk about. It's Zack Snyder. That's what they do.
Of course.
If they're not talking about him, there's nobody paying attention because you know it's not him. It's not Zack related. So as a fan, I'm more than happy for the guy right now because his name is everywhere, and I'm sure there are plenty of people right now that hate that he's everywhere right now. And as a fan, I couldn't be happier for the guy. Like as a fan, I want the best for the man. Like, how can you not? He's a director.
He's everywhere.
He should be able to cook.
You know what I'm saying? He's everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's everywhere. Zach is definitely the talk of the town right now, bro. This is crazy. We got Peely in the chat. What's going on, man?
Shout out to Peely.
Right? What's going on, Peely? Shouts out to you, bro. He said, wish we had Leon here. He knows the logic side you're looking for. Hey, Leon, man, we had a great talk earlier, yo. Check out that Spaces, man. There was over 400 people that joined that Spaces while it was live. Shouts out to all y'all.
That's what's up.
And man, we just try to do numbers and have these conversations, right? But yo, I wanna kind of start wrapping this up. I want to ask the homie South Cali guy first. You know, can you speak on like, you know, how you're feeling after this day? I'm pretty sure it was like a draining day. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to kind of speak to where your mindset is and you know just how you're feeling about things overall.
It's the same as it was yesterday. Nothing's changed. As a Snyder fan, you get used to this shit. Like, just being honest, you get used to the spin. You get used to everything being spun to being a narrative. That's just in some way or fashion. That's just the way that it is. So I don't feel any different. I'm still a fan. I'm still going to be out there saying, hey, whoever is going to be willing to do this, I don't care who, WB, not likely, but, you know, Amazon, Universal, Netflix, Apple, I don't care. I'm going to show my support for the man in hopes that he gets the opportunity to finish what he started. It's that simple. There's no, you don't have to think any harder than that. It's literally just bottom line. That's it. I like what the guy was doing with these characters. I just want to see the finish, you know, a true definitive conclusion, a proper one. That's all. It's that simple. But yeah, my mind hasn't changed. It's just another article. I mean, I appreciate what Zach was saying. Like, you see him and he's truly excited for Rebel Moon, as you know, am I, and many of us are. It's just, you can't help it. Like, you want to, you hope the guy does well. And the way I see it is Rebel Moon, it's going to be a home run. I can't wait. Like, I'm so stoked that I get the opportunity to see it twice and on my birthday weekend. Like, that's a dream. Like, that's a birthday wish come true right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, and
I think you're seeing it with your dad, right?
I'm seeing it twice. The first night, that Saturday, I'm seeing it with my pops. We're coming back from Vegas, and then the following day, I'm seeing it with my cousin. Yeah.
Shout out to you and your dad.
Yo. Oh yeah, man. Yo, yeah, I'm so glad that everybody that is able to check this thing out while it's in theaters is going to be able to. I think that you know, us getting a chance to see this thing on the big screen is something that we should all be very grateful for, because not everybody is going to get this opportunity, and I'm just glad that we are all going to be able to share in this thing and share our excitement for the film with the fans. So shouts out to you, South Cali guy. Thanks for coming through, bro. I really do appreciate it. I want to get to this super chat from Mark, $5, saying, so since certain people won't ask about the statue, who's going to ask when the time comes? Also, what keeps WBD from giving ZSJL to US?
All right, this real quick, Sky, with the statue, Zach said he's supposed to go to one of your favorite YouTubers' channel before Full Circle. So that's why, and let me clear this up, because like, we was at Full Circle. Josh was there, and South Carolina was there Sunday. Sky was there, Leon was there, right? So we was under the impression that after Full Circle, Zach was going to have a stream explaining the statue. So no one was going to waste their questions on the statue, because he already told us he was going to explain it after Full Circle. So that's some weird misconception, like, oh, no one stepped up and asked the question. And Sky asked the most important question. You want to know what a statue is like, I want to know, is he going to do more? Does he want to do more? That was the impression going into Full Circle that Zack. I was told by literally all my sources that Zack was done.
All of them.
So when I went there, I was just like, bro, if he even gives me like a nod that he can do more, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? So the statue was not no concern to me at all during Full Circle. Now, afterwards, again, like I said, I thought it would be explained. It's not explained yet, so ask your favorite YouTuber about that. But go ahead, Scott. I just wanted to address that statue.
Because, like, hey, and shouts out to Mark. I know what you actually mean, but yeah, we didn't ask because we were told that it was going to be addressed. It never came back up. I'm not sure what's really the holdup with that. I think that, you know, when it comes to certain things, some of these content creators have bragged about how they have the ability to be able to reach that. So I'm not really sure why there was no follow up on the statue stream. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, ask your homie, like, ask Zack, like, I'm gonna tweet Zack right now, or I'm gonna ask him on Vero, like, homeboy is supposed to have Zack on his channel and explain the statue, and it hasn't happened yet. So that's where it's at.
Right. And when it comes to WBD with ZSJL on Netflix in the US, I would say, honestly, I'm not sure what is going on. I think that, you know, them getting this first round of DCEU films could just be a test run. You never know. So I think that the only thing that we should be worrying about is making these projects as big as we possibly can as soon as they hit the platform and engaging with Netflix in a massive way starting December 1st, which is this coming Friday.
And Rebel, definitely what you're saying with the DC projects, and make Rebel Moon a phenomenon. Like, it needs to do better than Army of the Dead. I try to slow this out as much as possible. Army of the Dead did good. It should have been great. And just according to the numbers, I went through the numbers as far as with Netflix, it wasn't like top 5, which Army of the Dead should have been. Rebel Moon needs to be top 5 for Netflix. That's the mission. Like, worrying about what Zack's going to do more with Netflix and DC and stuff like that, you got to make Rebel Moon a phenomenon right now.
Facts. Right. And I'm going to play this drop for you guys, and then I have a surprise for y'all when we get back. It's a massive one. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and play this.
Good stuff. Real quick, Zach. Shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing, and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas, and they seem to win.
Now, context. This was Zack Snyder off a couple tequilas. Okay? We was there at first. Zack was throwing them back, and then we finally got there in the line. Josh, you know that line, Josh? That line was crazy when Zack came out. I think I was behind your group, Josh. I think I was right behind your group. And once we got there, Zack already threw a couple back. So he was honest with his answer, y'all. Like, I promise you.
Hey. We got Peely Swain in the building. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure y'all knew what's up. We got Darth Vader mixed with Batman in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Peely? How you doing, bro?
What's up, y'all? What's up, man? I just wanted to stop in and say what's up. I saw Seal and everybody on there. I just want to show y'all boys some love again, man. But y'all. I guess y'all were talking about that article today, huh? That said it's over with. Everybody stop. Yeah. Yo, didn't we talk about that already, bro?
Yes, bro. We just talked about that.
We just talked about that, bro. I told you, dog. They move like a fucking agent, bro. They do the same things over and over and over. Yo, Yo, as soon as we get some good news, here they come. Oh, it's over now, guys. You should stop. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, we done went through this shit 50 times, bro. They done told us the Snyder Cut didn't exist. It'll never come out. Blah, 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 blah. You know, they do this shit over and over and over. And we just spoke about it, bro. That's why I had to get on here. I had to toot my own arm, bro. We just spoke about this shit, dog.
Really? You know why they're telling us to stop? And you know this, right? They're telling us to stop because it worked last time. What we did worked. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so they're like, no, we got to cool them off because it could work again. Is the point? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They got trying to get out in front of us. So it shows one, the major trades are watching your show. They're watching your progress. They're looking at all of y'all all the time to see what we're doing. And as soon as we get like, you know, we make a few steps forward, they're trying to block that, you know? And then they come out with an article today. Somebody sent me the YouTube of this shit. And, you know, it's some dude, I guess he's in England or something. He got an accent. He don't even sound American. And he's saying, you know, the shit was fake when he's ODing on, oh, Zack Snyder and James Gunn are buddies. They're buddies, you know? You know the shit fake. Damn, bro. You know the shit fake because he pushing that buddy shit, right? Because he want us to like James Gunn. You know, he want us to get on. Bro, this James Gunn counterintelligence. It was my homeboy DM'd me the article, so I watched the video. After about 5 minutes, I said, "Nah, this shit fake news, bro. Don't even worry about it, dog. Don't even worry about it. You know, man. Y'all just keep pushing. There's no way. And even if Zack Snyder said, "Yo, you know, I just want to worry about Rebel Moon right now," even if he said any of that shit, bro, when y'all push and the corporations talk. And the corporations interact with Zack, he's gonna do whatever the bag is. If y'all show the bag is there, if we show the bag is here for this shit, Zack's gonna do it, bro. Just like he just said on your video, he was like, yo, the fan base keeps surprising me, yo. That nigga probably wanted to quit long time ago, but we keep saying, nah, you ain't going nowhere, bro. You know, it's the fan base, bro. It's y'all. It's y'all. Don't let them. Dog, them trades, man, that's some bullshit, bro. Little dude with his little English accent or whatever, go back and read some bullshit ass articles. None of us know who the fuck you are. We're not gonna listen to you, and you know you don't hold no weight in this movement. So stop it and stop trying to push. Oh, Zack's really friends with James Gunn, bitch. That's fake news, bro. Cut the shit. That's fake news. We know that's fake news.
You saw that article yesterday, Peely, when Zack said who his friends were actually. He didn't mention James Gunn at all. Like Zack literally said, yo, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with him. We're going to go see Oppenheimer together over here. I don't see no James Gunn at all. But all of a sudden, he's buddies. He buddies.
Exactly. Yo, Superman Legacy about to flop. That shit gonna be so hilarious when that shit flop. I'm gonna make sure that shit flops. And everybody, yo, James Gunn is one and done, bro. Fuck that. James Gunn is one and done. He's in and out this bitch. We'll be watching Justice League 2 and 3 before you know it, bro. I promise you that shit, dog. You know?
That's wild.
Word.
Hey, I just love that the homie Peely stopped through for a second, man. You already know it's
word.
Yeah, man, we really was some profits with that conversation, bro. Like as soon as
bro.
The very next morning, bro, it all gets exposed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you know that mean they watching you, bro. You know that mean they watching you. And they got a quick trigger on that counterintelligence, bro. They already got these articles written up. You know, they just slamming them shit like dominoes, bro. But fuck it. None of it's gonna work, bro. Because they said the same shit with us. Still, you remember, they told us the Snyder Cut don't exist. We should stop. We should get a 165 movie, or we should get a fucking flip book, scrap comic, some bullshit Chris Wong was talking about. You know, we didn't go for none of that shit, bro. And we end up getting the movie. You know,
You know
we
what I'm
end
saying?
up getting
Now,
the movie. So
the movie was finished, and Zach got a chance to put more into the film.
exactly, he got more money, bro. He got more money. You think Zach gonna be like, yo, nah, I don't want this 50 million. Y'all boys chill, dog. Don't give me this 100 million. I'm straight. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, bro. Cut the shit. We're not dumb. Take your little bullshit article back to England and sit on James Gunn's lap, bro. Hell no. We're not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Same thing over again, where obviously the trajectory is saying Zach wants to do more, and they're trying to, like I said, counteract it. That's literally what's going on.
Definitely. Well, y'all get back to y'all show, man. I just want to come in and show some love. Josh, Lobo, everybody, Seal, all of y'all boys, man. I show much love to y'all boys, man. Keep it up. South Cali guy, everybody in this bitch, dog. Shouts out. All right, take care.
Later.
All right, bro.
Peace.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
For sure. Man, this has been one for the books, yo. I want to keep going around kind of. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me read the homie Mark's $2 super chat saying, since that guy wouldn't ask, we should. I would just say this. Yo, I think we're talking about the statue. I feel like, man, I got to be honest. If I get another question at Zach, I got to ask something that's a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to ask Zach another question, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if somebody else want to ask Zach about that fucking statue, but I got to ask Zach something else.
I don't know if you're going to do more. I mean, like I said, we can decipher, the symbolism and the statue and the, the fingers and stuff. That's dope. That's dope. I just think Sky's question was much more important than the statue. We got Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
We got Ben Affleck to comment on Sky's question as well, and Chris Terrio. And so it's like, I think that was a bigger thing to know. Like, again, the symbolism of the statue. I mean, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we want more Snyderverse DC. That's where it's at.
Boil it down. Yep.
Right. Much love. Thank you for the support. And let me go ahead and hit y'all with this drop one more time.
You see this all the time at the level of the top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Hey, we got the good Austin in the building. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just surprises all around. You know what I'm saying?
Flop after flop after flop after flop.
Flop after flop after.
You see it all the
time.
What's good, yo? What's good, everybody?
What's going on, man? What's going on, bro? How is you feeling, man? I want to kind of get your take real quick on all this stuff, bro. What's your thoughts, right? As we kind of winding down this stream, bro.
Oh man, what a day! Hilarious tactic. It's so funny that Peely came on here after we've been saying it all day. It's like, you guys are just talking about it. He's like, yo, weren't we just saying this? It's like, yeah, dude, you were saying it. We've all been saying that. If you watched the deep dive and then return to OG talk right there, man, it's the same tactic over and over again. That's why I was laughing earlier. I'm like, this is laughable. We had a phone conversation because I was like, what did I miss? Why is everyone freaking out? Like, I don't get it. I don't know what I missed. I read that interview. Like, at least I thought I read the right interview. Like, I didn't see anything. But then, of course, Boris Kit. I didn't look at that one because of who wrote it. I know that, like, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna go like read that dude's article because he's said some things in the past had some choice words for us in the past. And yeah, of course they want to dissuade us right around. Why would they do this? I mean, we are, kind of still a month before Rebel Moon, but why would they put it out Wednesday, the Tuesday, right before, I don't know, all the DC gets on Netflix and they want to try and kill our Storm? If you can kill the hope of the whole engagement thing, you can kill all the engagement. So then why would Netflix want to, that's their thought process. But if you just scroll on your own Twitter, I'm sure you could all see today that both the hashtags are trending. I just laughed each time, like, ha, they tried again. And like, they don't understand. It's like we're in a funny, like, sitcom that reoccurs, and there's a bad villain that does something and expects something to go one way, which is hilarious enough. The Coyote movie, like, that's what always happened to him. Like, he would get the Acme stuff, and now it's going to be a perfect movie. It's Coyote versus Acme. Like, listen, and this is where I guess now we're Coyote, because they try and set us up all the time, and they did set up the fandom, but now we're like, nah. And shout out Mike DeLuca, Pam Abdi for pulling Coyote out of the trash can, pulling the Snyderverse out of the trash can. And it's new money, dude. That old money is new money for them, realistically. And you look at their books, you look at everything that's going on with them, they need any sort of money. You might have an argument where you're like, well, they're going to get sold. And yeah, they are going to get sold, but they still need to make money before that happens to be a company worth buying. Because right now they're just a company with like 50 bill in debt, no movies, no hype. Like, well, who wants to buy that, dude? That's like Kmart, dude. That's just out of business, dog. Like, you can't get that stuff anymore. And I feel like this is where WB is. Like, they're either gonna sell off everything, and not be anything anymore. And at that point, Netflix could ironically buy DC. I feel like down the road, maybe, but
it's possible.
It's a possibility, because you don't never know with the franchises that they're making. It might make sense for them to buy more theaters or to have some sort of agreement with the theaters out there and make more theatrical movies, while also having, the streaming platform be for other exclusive content and series and things like that. Or like maybe you have a Netflix subscription and you get half off at the movie theaters. Like, who knows? Maybe they have some deals like that in the future. We don't know what they're thinking about. So I think that the possibilities are endless, and to say that, just because Zack Snyder probably told him in off color that he didn't want to go back and work with James Gunn. So the way he
we can't print that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Damn, how can I spin this? How can I spin this? Well, it'd be hard. He said it'd be hard pressed to get him back to work for in DC again, but he does want to do Dark Knight Returns.
So which one is it, Austin? Is it hard pressed to do DC, or would he do? I'm somewhere in the middle of that.
What have we had a problem with as Snyder fans this entire time being Snyder fans? The main problem is flip-floppers. Like, pick a side. Stop flip-flopping. And that he just flip-flopped in his own sentence. Like, he betrayed himself. As they always oh no. So that's my take on all this.
It was wild. Austin was like, people was like, okay, Zach's done with DC. He's moved on. Now they're like, well, he's moved on, but he will do Dark Knight Returns now. It's like, bro, it's like, obviously this man wants to do more DC if given the opportunity.
You guys,
it doesn't sound like James Gunn's given the opportunity.
No,
that's what I conclude from that.
They need to pay their interns more so they can come up with better scripts to hand out, so they can all have a better, rebuttal to everything. Because it's just like, man, or don't use Chat GPT anymore in your AI things, and actually think of an actual strategic plan, because everything they do, it's like we don't even need to think of a plan. Our plan is going accordingly, right?
Same sentence. And they say it's gonna be hard pressed to get him to do what DC, but Zack said.
No, hold on, real quick.
Wait a second.
Let me read this super chat. We got Mark with $2. Who said that you'd be the only one to ask a question, which is a good point, and why I said, yo, like, if anybody else is willing to ask a question, hey, about it,
you want that statue?
So. You know what I'm saying? Please do so. But
that T-shirt,
yo. South Cali guy, I'm gonna let you get your last words in, bro. Because I'm about to bring somebody else up. Yeah. What's your last words before you get out of here, bro?
Oh man, if you're a fan of Zack, just keep doing you. Support the man. Go see Rebel Moon. Go blow it up. If you want the Snyderverse, keep asking for it. There's no harm in that. You're a fan. It's what fans do. We ask for the things that we've liked and we want to see, see more of. That's it. You're a fan. That's what you do.
The South Carolina, it hurts my feelings though when you ask for it, South Carolina. It hurts my feelings.
That sounds like a you problem. Not a me problem. No. But again, I'm just, if you're a fan of something, of anything, you ask for more of it. That's what you do. You're a fan. So there's no. The way I say it is, there's nothing wrong with asking for more. Whether we get it is another story. Like, okay, yeah, I understand that, I get that, but there's nothing wrong with me asking for it. Why do you have to attack me for it? Like, just get over it. It's not that big a deal. I'm a fan. I'm gonna ask for more of it. I enjoyed it. It's the only content I've enjoyed from DC in the past few years. If just being honest. So I want to see a continuation, not necessarily continuation, just an actual conclusion. I want to see Zack finish the story. Literally, that's it. I'll be happy if they let him finish the story. That's all I want. But you guys, I appreciate you for having me. I was glad I got to clear up the air and all that other stuff what happened. But it's been a late
falling asleep, bro.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Let me go ahead and get South Cali on out of here. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I really do appreciate you coming up here and clearing the air with all that stuff because it really needed to be done. So I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one, man.
See you at Rebel Moon next month, bro.
Yeah, a few weeks. Yeah, a few weeks, bro. Few weeks. Yep. Take care, guys.
Let's get it.
Real quick,
shout out.
Last question. I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Yeah. In person, and y'all see it in the video there, but in person, you saw the look Zack gave. As Scott was asking the question, Zack was like, "I'm ready for this." Like, it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's because he already knew what I was about, bro. I already talked to him. They don't know, bro. They don't know. But look, I wanna let y'all know that the homie Zack Ryder just pulled up. This is a crazy night, man. We got to get a whole bunch of people's takes, you know what I'm saying? Because these are wild times, y'all, wacky times. And I just wanted to get Zod's take as well. So what's going on, Zod? Like, how you feeling about everything that happened today, bro? What's going on in the Snyder fandom, dude?
Well, first of all, man, I want to say thank you for having me on the panel. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. It doesn't happen very often, so when it does, I'm very happy to be here, and it's great to be on the winning team. Let me just put it to you that way, okay? Because when I saw all those fake screenshots rolling around, people copying and pasting what they thought Zack, replied to, I couldn't believe it. I was like, all you got to do, because I did the same thing you did, Sky. I scrolled all the way down. And when you scroll all the way down, you can see what is actually being said. That's all you got to do. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And people who don't know how to use social media or interact on socials. That's why, man. They don't know what's going on.
But they're sure celebrating on social media like they got a victory, like Zack is done, game over. It's like they don't listen to anything. I think you said it earlier, Skywalker, that earlier you said it was like they don't listen to anything that Zack actually says. But the minute Boris Kitt puts out a BS AI article that he wrote over a year ago, believing it, buying into it. He's literally got like, he doesn't even have, if you guys notice, if you guys actually dissect that article a little deeper like I did, and A-Pass and I are going to go into this when we do our show, so shameless plug for I Don't Get It. But awesome. Anyway, when you go into that article, you'll see that all the quotes from Zack, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but all the quotes from Zack are like half quotes. It's like you get that he's trying to say something, but you get these like little fragmented quotes, and that's all you get. And we know that that's true because Zack has been doing the circuit, doing all these interviews. He's got all this stuff. You're seeing all these videos on YouTube and stuff with Zack actually answering like full questions. But Boris Kitt couldn't seem to get any like direct answers out of Zack for anything. The whole article was just conjecture. Like he kept saying things like he was speaking for Zack at one point. Like, well, for now, it's like, no, Zack never said nothing like that. And then he started talking about Zack being a grandfather, as if that has anything to do with his desire and his goal to finish what he started.
His buddy Gunn. That's what Boris Kitt told us.
Yeah, that was the other thing. That was the other big red flag. A day after
Zack told us his friends died. I'm appalled.
That was another big red flag. The big buddy thing. You know, anytime you see that, you know you're dealing with somebody that has an agenda. And I love, Sil, how you mentioned earlier about the whole statue, about the reason why that hasn't happened is because you got to ask your favorite YouTuber. And I keep saying your favorite YouTuber, guys, that doesn't fit with his narrative.
He doesn't care.
It doesn't make sense for him to bring Zack on his channel to talk about the statue, because if Zack breaks down the statue, that goes against everything he's trying to promote, which is that the Snyderverse is dead and we should move on and we should support James Gunn. That's his whole agenda. That's what it's always been. And as for the British guy that earlier, I got that guy flip flops more than a pair of bad tennis shoes.
Flop after flop.
He is a flop after flop for sure. I've never seen you, but that guy, one minute he's talking about how much he loves Zack Snyder. The next minute, how he's talking about mix mash and hashtags, and now he's celebrating that the Snyderverse is done and he's made peace with it. Then go away. Stop making videos. The thing I don't like, they call all of us in the Mikeyverse. They call all of us grifters, right? We're all grifters, right? But people like that flip flop. I'll tell you something. At least we stand for something. These people stand for nothing. They flip flop every week. It's a change every time you turn around. But us, at least we're consistent and we believe in something and we stand for something. And like I said, it's great to be on the winning side.
Yo, I've been very clear from the jump, right, that everybody was gonna have to do some soul searching, right, and gonna have to look in the mirror, and they was gonna have to live with the fact of whether or not they was like trying to be obstacles or, you know what I'm saying, like do whatever it is they've been trying to do. Those are questions that we can't answer for them, right? That's between them and themselves or God or the universe or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, but us over here, we know who never wavered. We know, you know what I'm saying? Like who's been here from the jump and who's really been like riding for sale and like never questioned it, right? And we know who hopped off.
Oh yeah,
right.
A lot of people hopped off the bus, and it's funny because there's been I've noticed a lot of surprising people who hopped off the bus too. I was like, my God, these people, I thought these were ride or die individuals, but I guess not. You know, it's like everybody. I've noticed that if you're really committed to something and you really believe in it, you are never going to waver. There's no way you're going to, because you are firm in your convictions. But a lot of these people, they don't have any of that. They are just, they're in it for the moment, or in it till they get tired of it, or in it till something else comes along that they feel like that they can jump on. That's why you're seeing a lot of people jump on the James Gunn bandwagon now, even though there is literally no hype for Superman Legacy whatsoever. None whatsoever.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. I mean, I haven't seen, because like I said, I know a lot of people in the fandom, like I'm talking about the old restore release fandoms are like, I don't really follow them as much.
Where are the restore people? Where are they at? What are they doing?
They've been done, man.
Yeah, what's their game? You know, I saw a few. You know, A-Pass reminded me of a few that were posting Restore the Snyderverse on the day we were trending for Cell. When we were doing our trending event, there was a few people out there doing Restore the Snyderverse, but you don't see too much of it, and it's a dying hashtag that should have never been in the conversation. These people should not be. I don't understand what they thought they were going to get by going back to an old hashtag.
It's gonna bring Zack back, Zod. That's what that was.
Thanks to Pilly. You know,
I wear Snyder Cut in theaters, bro. They're not putting a damn movie in the theaters, bro.
I wear this shirt in public all the time. Zack, I wear this in public, and when people look at me funny, it's because they know what I'm talking about when I walk around wearing this t-shirt. It's true, because it doesn't make any sense. We are not in a time where we need to go backward. That'd be like all of a sudden, just for nostalgia purposes, we decide to trend release the Snyder Cut.
Right.
It would make no sense.
That's over.
It's over with. Why are you doing that? By doing Cell, you're actually speaking to people.
He said restore the Hamadaverse, bro.
Things done. Yeah.
Restore the Hamadaverse, Paolo.
Hey,
come on, man.
If we had a choice right now, at least you would have had Cavill coming back with Hamadaverse.
Instead we got Cavill sweat.
How insane is that? That Cavill sweat. How insane is that? Hamada was going to bring back Cavill and Ben for a crisis event. Unreal. Gunn ain't doing none of that shit. He's like, nah, we ain't doing none of that.
You know, I'm starting to think, guys.
Still love bringing up how he was right about the Hamada stuff, right? Like, he's like, yo, y'all didn't listen. Y'all should have saw Black Adam. You should have saw Black Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Skywalker, I'm starting to think, as wild as it is, I'm starting to think that Hamada would have brought Zack back at some point. I honestly think if Hamada thought that he could make some money and put a shot of adrenaline into the universe to keep it pumping and keep his job, he would have brought Zack back. I think
because you know what's odd? Because like after the Flash film, okay, they would have did the female Justice League, right? They would have did Supergirl, Batgirl. That would have failed. Okay. And then it's like, okay, Zack, can you help us out? Like, Zack, come back. And like that probably would have happened under Hamada. It would have been a painful couple of years, but now, like I said, with Gunn, it's this uncertainty as far as under Warner Brothers. Now, third parties become a thing with Cell. Now it's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, but we've been saying this for the longest time, right? That Cell is the way forward. We've been saying this. It doesn't make
full circle
sense to. It doesn't make any sense to even WB.
Before full circle, bro.
Yeah.
Like, hey. Look, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? I think that at this point, it's pretty clear what the hell is going on. We just got to keep pushing and moving forward. I do want to start getting y'all last thoughts because we're going to start wrapping up. I want to start with Zod. I know you just got here, but what's your final thoughts, bro, on this whole situation? And like, as we close out, what do you want the people to know, sir?
I just want people to remember that the man said sell, and we have video proof. And you asked the question yourself personally. You are literally the man that had the balls to ask Zack the question that nobody else cared to ask. So as far as I'm concerned, we're on the right track. This Boris Kit article was just another BS, misdirection. We should be used to it by now. It's been going on since the release the Snyder Cut days. It's not going to change. And just like they told us that we're never going to get the Snyder Cut, it's the same thing here. They're going to keep downplaying it, and we just got to keep doing what we're doing. So I say the path forward is sell all the way.
Yo,
I don't even care about the article. The appalling part I found about the article was how Zack's quotes were just being, like I said, shortened, and then the way Boris Kit seemed to keep throwing in his little jabs and conjecture towards the fan base about us being bots and throwing in all his little shade any chance that he got. That's another thing I don't understand. He was the wrong man to do that article if they wanted something legitimate. But it was a hit piece because Rebel Moon has all this hype. We're all excited for Rebel Moon. We're all amped. We're all activated. And James Gunn has no hype for his DCU. So that's what it is. That's why he was pushing so hard with the Zack and James Gunn are buddies. And I think that's even why that Dark Knight Returns crap came up, because he's trying to see if he can kind of, I guess Boris Kit kind of wants to will that into existence or something. I don't know, but I think it would be a little bit redundant if Zack did Dark Knight Returns, especially for James Gunn. What reason would he have to do that? I mean, James Gunn
we know Zack wants to do Dark Knight Returns, but I think that was more of Zack saying, under Gunn, I guess I would do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
We know Zack wants to do with the story.
Like if James Gunn gets desperate.
Yeah.
And he calls Zack one day and he said, like you have been pointing out all night, Skywalker, flop after flop after flop. If
flop after flop after flop after flop.
When Superman Legacy flops, okay, the Hail Mary pass is going to be James Gunn saying, "Hey Zack, can you come in and do the Dark Knight Returns, please, buddy, old pal?" That's what it's going to be. It's going to be Zack to the rescue again.
I feel it. Yo, and thanks for coming through, bro. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you pulling up
anytime
to the platform, because this was a special topic, and I wanted to make sure that all y'all got y'all thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? We got the homie Mark one more time with the $2 super chat saying, seeing it multiple days and there for the Q&A. It should be a wonderful. Hey, and if you get that question, bro, just make sure you ask. Just make sure you ask.
Statue,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right? Statue with the fingers, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I gotta know.
Let me go ahead and hit you with this drop real quick.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Flop after flop after flop after flop.
I'm just saying. They're going to make Legacy, they're going to make sure it looks like a success. They're going to make sure.
Remember, Sil, when they said it doesn't have to make money.
They're
already setting it up.
Already setting up. So when it does less than Black Adam, it's a reboot, guys.
Flop after flop after flop after flop. Nah, look, I do want to move forward to the homie Josh, man, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. What's your final thoughts, man, as we're closing this thing on out, bro? Like it's been a crazy day, but you've been here through the space and now through the stream, bro. So I know you got a good sense of what's going on. So what's your final thoughts, bro, as we close this thing on out?
Thank you 100% Sky for sending me invite. Like, it's an honor to be on the Zack Snyder Hour with like all you guys. Like, all you guys have such amazing streams that y'all do, the content you create. Like, y'all are all awesome. Like, I'm just honored to be on with you guys. And shout out to Good Austin and South Cali guy and Peely. Like, it's an honor to be on a stream with Peely. And shout out to Christopher Lee for being in the chat. Man,
back from the dead like Dracula. Love it. Like, drinking the blood of betas.
I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm super sorry.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are.
Flop after flop after flop after flop. we got the Good Austin back, just so y'all know. But go ahead, Josh. I'm sorry, bro, that I keep having to play that flop after flop after flop after flop.
It makes you think.
He's
right?
so offended, bro. It's the fact of how offended he got, bro. He's like, yo, these dudes putting out subpar content. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. But what were you saying, Josh?
When you go deep, you know that this is a trend of history repeating itself. Hollywood is like this, right? So shout out to you guys for really jumping in here, dedicating your time. You know, you all have, you know, families or things that you could be doing with your life, but you're such passionate fans that we need you guys. Because honestly, I was on the space with you guys. I had to go to the gym, hang out with my grandpa, and I saw what South Cali guy had posted, and I was like, oh shit! Like, I wasn't able to really look into it, right? Because we're on the go, we're always on our phones, but we're doing stuff. So I was kind of worried, you know. But when I started to take time and look into what was actually happening, and it's interesting. I don't think Ad Rocks earlier was in the chat trying to push the narrative, and Club Obi-Wan. I don't know if you're still here, but we already kind of talked about what you wanted to talk about. All right. So just don't worry about what we're doing over here because we're moving forward. Really.
But does Netflix have money, Josh? Do they have money? Like, y'all crazy. Y'all wild.
He said mega cat.
I'm concerned if Netflix has, bro. We talked about this like 3 months ago about Netflix money, bro. Come on.
We need to, as a fan base, what I think is we really do need to help you guys. You guys have busy lives. You do streams. So we as a community, we really have to help like dispel all these false narratives. We have the receipts. We have the video of Skywalker the Jedi at Full Circle. I'm finally realizing that a lot of people go to the mainstream for their sources. They don't know about Silvervision. They don't know about, you know, El Necron. They don't know about I Don't Get It. They don't know about the Zack Snyder Hour. They don't know about the Good Countdown, right? But we need to get people invested in this. This is the time of Zack Snyder. They need to know what's really going on, okay? So let's help out these leaders in the movement, and we can show the receipts ourselves. I talked about on the space my Ben Affleck question. I found it. I reposted it on my Twitter, so you can go check that out if you want to see what Ben Affleck didn't say, and what he held back on. So I'm just proud of you guys and all the work that you've done. Because this is just, there's a lot of things coming up for this fandom. Like, we got this month of Zack Snyder, Friday Man of Steel watch along. We got AFSP shirts that are, you know, carried out with the legacy of Mikey Sutton himself. In 2024, I know a man right next to me is going to be in Hall A. Because we're gonna see.
Messed up, Josh.
We're gonna see how Superman lunacy is talked about inside Hall A. Okay? In the building.
I'm not gonna throw nothing at Corn Sweat. Okay, live. I'm not gonna throw nothing at him.
I'm
gonna respect it.
But no, just thank you guys for showing up for us, and we're gonna show up for you guys. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yo, shouts out to the homie Josh pulling up
Yes.
and really always adding a lot to these conversations. I appreciate you being here, bro. Real talk. I want to move on to the good Austin next, bro. Since you just got back in here, I want you to be able to get your final thoughts, bro, and really speak on how you feel about everything that happened today and like really these past few days, including you know, after that conversation with Peely and I dropped last night.
It's all apropos for the tactics, and I guess it's not over until it's really over. So we're gonna keep getting more of this, just so you guys know. Like, this isn't the end. Let's expect some more, and of course, like, they're gonna do anything they can while we're enjoying all these movies. By the way, the movies that we are actually going to watch, because there's one very specific one we're not watching that ended up on Netflix somehow. But and you wanted to call that part of the DCEU. That was astonishing, by the way. But anyways, we're gonna watch the DC content on Netflix all the way leading up until Rebel Moon. And when Rebel Moon comes out, we're gonna be flying on like another level of hype. So, of course, before it even starts, they want to kill it. They want to do anything they can to try and prevent us from, like, all right, here we go. Here we go. This is like before the game, you know, the rally cry Zach's talking about, doing Dark Knight Returns, the real quotable thing that he had in there. Like, let's really look at between the lines there. He actually quoted that, you know, to do a, what did he say? A really like an adaptation, right? I forgot how he phrased it, but exactly like Watchmen, basically. Like, okay, cool. And then Sil, your coverage earlier, I know we said it before, but definitely hit up Sil's earlier stream for the Dark Knight Returns coverage on that, and like you bringing up Kevin Smith's comments on that. Like, yeah, I've talked to Ben before.
Ben want to do it too. Yep.
Yeah. One of the and I'll never, Kevin Smith can do no wrong for me, by the way. Like, people hate on him also. If you ever like hated on,
Smith's awesome.
Yeah, if you ever like had a bad thing about
cool, yeah,
say about Kevin Smith, I've seen it out there, dude. Like, because he made some comments before, and it's like, oh, how could you? He's like, well, did you actually see what he said? Which always happens, but Kevin Smith has a moment. I think it's from Clerks or something, or Silent Bob and Ted's Adventure, or whatever that movie is, but
the reboot.
He had reboot. They had the moment where it's like, Batfleck is dope as shit, and he's in there. He's like, fuck yeah! Like, I'll never forget that moment, dude. I was like, oh, what? Yeah. Like, that's for us. So yeah, you could ask the actors, you can ask the director. They all want to do it. They all want to make some dope shit that they read and saw. They all had to do their own like research too, so they all saw the dopest DC comics. Yeah, right. You are my world.
Y'all gonna throw up if you say that, bro.
He's gonna be talking to like a piece of food, though. You know what I mean, like, he ain't gonna say it to Lois Lane.
Y'all gonna flip out. That man's
gonna say it to Crypto, bro. You are my world.
Like, game over, man.
Don't mind. Nah. Then he's like, nah, bro. Like,
nah. Yeah, but keep pushing. That's what this all leads up to. Like, if you read the comments today and you thought for a second, like, oh no, Zach actually said it, like, I feel bad for you, because you haven't learned after all this time that they're gonna keep doing this, and they're gonna use the trades no matter what they say, how they try and quote them, and misrepresent the man's words. We heard him for ourselves, and in long form, in video form. Flop, 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 flop. They failed upwards. So I'm just saying we got to keep pushing, and it continues on Friday. And shout out to everyone supporting. Shout out to all the weirdos that came through. Make sure you hit the like on your way out. And we'll see y'all on Netflix and on this channel on Friday night for show.
Yes.
Yo,
Rebel Moon is literally an allegory for being a Snyder fan. Let's just put it down.
It is.
Yo,
I cooked up a little something, by the way, too.
Hey, real talk. How is Snyder done with DC and DC ain't done with Snyder? Like, you know what I'm saying? How is Snyder done with DC?
That's wild, bro.
DC ain't done with Snyder, bro.
Great value brand right there, dude. Wow.
This man grew his hair out exactly like how.
Come on, man.
He has like the Walmart brand shirt on too. Like that.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's all the great value, dude.
Hey, you know what works, man? Like,
super bad.
We see what's going on. They know what works. They know what works. Cheaper cost. If that man say that, I'm just saying. I'll be like, I'm gonna walk out of the theater because, like I said, I'm gonna watch everything. But if this man does anything Cavill like, I'm at to walk out.
I feel it, bro. I feel it.
No.
The cultures, right? Yo, Austin, thanks for pulling back up, bro. Much love, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I want to move on to the mentor of the group. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag let Necron talk. Right? We about to let him speak. Necron, what's your final thoughts, man, as we kind of wrap this thing on up, bro? This legendary edition of the Zack Snyder Hour. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
All right. Remember a long time ago when I told you I worked in a comic book store in the 90s, in the early 90s? I still feel it. I still see this. These anti-Zack Snyder guys, they're the same guys when I say, hey, check out this Frank Miller comic. It's really good. And they'd be like, I don't like Frank Miller. It's too violent. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay. And then like, well, it's too violent. Makes me feel weird. And I'm like, whatever. Okay. But then they would come and check out like with Archie. No kidding. Archie, and I'd be like, wow. Are you serious? You're almost like a grown-ass man and you're buying Archie. No one buys Archie. That's for little kids. They'd be buying like, these weirdo comics like, well, I'm sorry, Archie fans, but for kids, fine. But people in like 16, 17, 18, you don't be reading. I need to be reading Batman, and the Punisher and all that back then.
Man said Archie, bro.
The good stuff.
I heard that shit.
No, I'm not here for the violence. Let me put that down. But they'd be checking out with Archie, dude. And I'm like, this is exactly like these betas and all these other guys who hate Zack Snyder. They don't want real stuff. They want this toned down, wimpy Superman saving cats, whatever, and crypto in it. I don't want to see anything like that. I am a big grown ass man who as a kid at heart, but I still want to see them damn comics like, Frank Miller and what Sky, who does Zach love?
Oh man, he loves Frank Miller. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Shouts him out all the time.
Yeah, bro.
He even said well, yeah, man. If I did Marvel, I'd do the Daredevil run, the Frank Miller, run, Elektra, and all that. Yeah, the best Daredevil there was and still is the Frank Miller run. So I guess what I'm just trying to say here, man, if you want to be on the side of the guys who read Archie comics, stay on over there. If you want to be on the side of the guys who read Frank Miller and all the killer comics from the 90s and 80s, and it was and that's why you like Justice League and Zack Snyder's Justice League and BDS and all that, stay over here with Cell. That's what we want. We want the real flaccid superhero. That's what we want, just stick with Cell and support AFSP, by the way. Yes. Necron out. That's all I have to say. Didn't enough, man. And then and then of course all these articles come out too, anti-Zack. They act like they're his friend, but it's always got these little shady comments in them. Why? Because they don't want Zack to succeed and get this sold. They're not
because I do like Zack and the fan base. Yes.
Yes, his buddy James Gunn. I about died when I saw that part. I said, "That is the most ridiculous comment I've ever seen." His buddy James Gunn. When he just said he hangs around, you know what, freaking Oppenheimer director, you know, and the Joker director. Well, I didn't see James Gunn, Nolan, and Todd Phillips.
Denny
yeah, I forget all these damn names.
I'm sure they all go to the same parties.
No James Gunn.
I'm pretty sure they all go to the same
He
parties.
ain't at those parties. Yeah, he ain't at those parties. That's clear.
No, he ain't going to James Gunn parties.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I really don't think you see Christopher Nolan hanging out with James Gunn, bro, at like a party, bro. Like, come on, man.
Man, I need to go somehow pull the video footage from back then and make sure that wasn't James Gunn buying those comics, those Archie comics or something.
Wow.
Bruh, he was in there buying Garfield, bro. He was in there buying Garfield, bro.
I need a video from 1993.
In there buying Dilbert. You know what I'm saying? Look, man. Look, I want to thank the homie Necron for coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's always much love, bro. Always much love. Much appreciate you coming through and and sharing your thoughts, bro. I want to move on now to the Griff champ himself, right? He just stole the term Zackmas. You know what I'm saying? Right out the chat. Right out the chat. Right. Yo, chill, man. Bro, what's your final thoughts on all this stuff, man? It's been a wild day, man. Crazy day, but how are you feeling, bro?
Bro,
what's your final thoughts? Yeah.
Yo, it's like, they came out of the woodworks today, bro. Like the last 2 days. Zach had the interview, like I said, with the Wired magazine yesterday. We talked about his real friends. And today it was just like insane. Like they were sending out, bots. I saw new bots today. I was like, man, it's like new bot accounts I've never seen before in my mentions, but like they were desperate. It was very desperate today. But I that's what I've learned the last few years. Like that's when like something's about to happen. Like something's interesting happening because they're getting that desperate on just random stuff. I have like the clips or the quotes. Oh bullshit! I'm like, bro, it's like the article's right there. Like it's not. This is not like a scoop or something. Like the man just said that, right? And so, I saw a lot of people. This is why I did the Dark Knight Returns stream because I saw a lot of people getting nervous off of Zach again being quoted saying he'll do more DC, and everyone wanted to focus on Boris Kidd said he was done. So I was like, okay, what I've learned with my content, with my channel, I guess with my algorithm on YouTube is that I'm always against the grain. So I was like, okay, while everyone's saying he's done, I'm going to actually take what he said and turns into Zach's doing more DC, which is what he said anyway. And they hate that. They hate when we all are not going with the wave, you know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing I'm just really proud of. And I already knew me and Scott didn't even talk all day. I knew he was going to do a stream. I knew Scott was going to do a stream. Like, I was like, I was like, Still Nation got this covered, bro. Like, the Mikeyverse Syndicate, we got this covered. You know what I'm saying? So, all that counterintelligence that Peely's talking about, they're going to play their part. And what I see is our spot in all this is that, we're going to always go with what's actually, being said, actually in print. And, like I just told one of the bots earlier today, I was like, you literally don't know how to read or dictate a thing. Like, it's literally right here in front of you. But again, I'm learning that not everybody else does that. So that's what makes us unique, man. That's what makes all of us as content creators unique over here. And that's why sell is a viable thing because, I always said this when Sky thought of sell, like I was, I'm sure he told someone before me, but I was one of the first people he told. And I was like, I had to think on it. I was like, man, Scott, I was like, this makes sense, man. Like, because if it didn't make sense, I'd be like, Scott, I can't rock with that. I was like, I can't rock with something that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I was like, dude, this is literally the only way because I'm being told it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wrap.
That's the Justice League, bro.
It's like, exactly. I put that out there. I was like, it's over, y'all. It's a wrap. You know, Gunn is here. So, you know, this is our lane, man. So I'm learning more to embrace it more than anything because no one else, you know, we're one of one what we're doing. No one else is doing the content we're doing. That's why new people are going to keep finding us because I think it was some random person in my chat a couple of days ago. They was like, man, nobody talks in videos like y'all do. I'm saying, exactly.
I just saw that tonight, right?
Yeah. I'm like,
somebody just said it. Yeah, exactly. Right.
We're not like any other corner. We're not like any other person that's like a shield. You know, that's one thing I prided myself on for the last couple of years that, you know, we're not like bought content. We're doing this off of our own passion, and it started as Snyder fans. That's literally where all this started, man. And so, hey, like I said, we'll keep rocking. And you know, we're seeing now. It used to say we're gonna keep rocking till Zack tells us to stop. Zack's not gonna tell us to stop. Okay?
No. And they're counting. Yeah. They're counting on that, which is why they keep jumping on.
He's never going
exactly. Yeah. So we're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep rocking, and this means across multiple regimes. We was talking about this during Hamada's days and Cernoff. That got wiped away. We had a chance with DeLuca Abdi. We understand the money ain't right now. They had to, you know, they couldn't make this last ride now. So now we're talking about possibly Universal. You know, Zack's not going to tell us to stop. So we're not going to stop. So Beta, stay mad. Y'all thought like we're going to like just stop talking about. I don't understand what they thought they was going to accomplish today. This is going to continue, and people are going to rock with us because they see how genuine it is. First off, and you know, and there's still a chance for this. It's sell or nothing, yo. It's sell or nothing. And I'll say this real quick because I know we're closing this. A lot of people are holding out hope for Universal to again restore and bring back. It's like no, like literally, it's third party. At best, Universal will probably give you Dark Knight Returns. If that's all you're rocking for, that's all that you're going for, then you know, have at it. Wait a couple of years, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But what we're doing right now is concentrating on Rebel Moon, so there's no confusion. Like, what should we do now? Like, make Rebel Moon a success. Yep. And then that's where Zack is at right now. They already re-signed him. I told y'all this before full circle. He's already locked up for years with Netflix. One of my sources said potentially 10 years. Okay. So I'm just saying, Zack is locked up with Netflix, right?
He can do the Dark Knight Returns at the end of his career. He can do the Dark Knight Returns at the end of his career. When he's winding down and wants to come back and do his final movies at the end of his career, when he's like 78,
open, right?
Yeah.
You know, so when people's concerned, oh, can Zack, you know, will he be tired and he's doing this? Hey, right now his schedule after part 2 comes out, the third one is not as far as like scheduled yet. As far as Rebel Moon, that could be a DC project right there. You know what I'm saying? Planet of the Dead, someone else will probably direct that. He'll probably just write it. So I'm just saying, it's like Zack will figure out his time and stuff, but what he's actually telling the public is that he wants to do more. So that narrative has been dead. It's dead again today, and we'll just remind people again, so they'll just stay mad. So that we're not gonna stop. That's the whole point, right?
Yo, I think that better words could not have been chosen. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, bro. And I want to thank you for coming through still. It's always a pleasure, bro, having you rock out. And you're absolutely right. I was going to go live. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, ain't no way that I was about to just let this slide, bro. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? That I was going to let this slide. So thank you for pulling up and for answering the call, bro. As for myself, I just wanted to kind of reiterate this because I haven't said this today, but Zack really rocks out with his fan base, man. And I think that the respect level that he has for us was on display recently, right? Even with this article, right? You have Zack saying, "Hey, when being asked about, you know what I'm saying, like the toxicity and all this stuff. I mean, the easy thing is, right, for Zack to do would have been to, you know, go ahead and play the game. But he didn't. What did he say? The truth is, it doesn't matter. The movie got made, right?
He should have said, now what? He should have said, now what? After that,
now what?
The movie's made. Now
what?
Right?
Now what? Right? But yeah, like, look, this dude, I mean, he's talking about us. He said, I'm not going to comment on the details of whether they're good or bad, whether they're toxic or bullying. That's in every chat room. It's what comes with the internet. But I do know that the work they did on some level was good. I can say for a fact that they did good. That is undeniable, right? Now, you think Zack would be speaking about us in those kind of terms and then turn around, right? And then on Vero say, hey, guys,
no,
it's over. Right?
Thanks, but no thanks, guys.
It's a wrap.
Right?
We're done here.
Insane, bro.
And look, I'm not surprised by what happened today, especially seeing the nature of the conversation that I just released with Peely. That was last night, you know what I'm saying, before all this happened. And then the very next morning, all this pops off. So it is not something that I am surprised by, but it is also something that I felt like we had to highlight because it was such a big story and there was so many people that, you know, was rocking out with the Zack Snyder fan base, apparently. And I think that what happened today is that people saw straight through. We're being asked to start apologizing to James Gunn. Like, bro, just think about that. Just think about that. Somebody that called themselves a card-carrying member of the Snyder fandom and who runs a Snyder Cut Instagram account too, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I ain't forgot. Right? So when y'all see these behaviors and you see, you know, all these things being posted from these accounts across different platforms, Reddit, right? I mean, who y'all think run that Reddit account? You know what I'm saying, right?
That's right.
And then we're sitting here and we're being told that, hey, we should be apologizing to James Gunn, the dude that fired Henry Cavill and then lied about it, the guy that lied about having Ben Affleck's support, the guy that pretty much is the reason why we're not seeing the one last ride over with the Snyderverse. We supposed to apologize to that guy, right? No, Zack don't need an apology. Ray Fisher don't need an apology. You know who do? James Gunn.
Bro. And let me be clear real quick, because when people, I did videos saying, oh, James Gunn lied about this and that. James Gunn tried to tell the masses that Zack Snyder does not want to do more DC. That is a lie. Right? So people can misconstrue all that all they want.
He said Ben Affleck was heading up DC Studios, bro.
He said he was like on the team. Ben was like absolutely
on the team, bro.
He called Ben Affleck the architect.
The architect.
Ben was like, he was gaslighting Gal Gadot. He gaslit Gal Gadot in the trades.
Right?
Yeah.
God said James and Peter told me. You know, now they act like she don't know English now. Like what?
Jimmy and
Josh
Peter. Yeah, Jimmy and Peter.
Right? Hold up, real quick, because people requested it. I'm sorry, man. I gotta do it.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all.
Who's he talking about, bro? Who is Christopher Lee talking about?
Warner Brothers.
Flop after flop. Right? But no, out of everybody in this fandom, out of everybody that has been involved in this thing, James Gunn is the one that deserves an apology, people. Right? And this is coming from somebody that run a damn Zack Snyder Justice League Instagram account and a Reddit forum. Right? But these are the people that we're supposed to be taking our cues from. Man,
look, telling you to give up.
I will not have it. I will not have it. I feel like Umbaku, bro. This will not stand, bro. Is this your king?
Is this your king?
Is this your king?
Lead into the future.
Hey, Charles Austin said he put some stank on that fourth flop, bro. He did, bro. He did, bro. Flop after flop after flop after flop. But yo, man, look, I'm just glad that everybody pulled up to this stream and all you guys shared your thoughts. I'm glad that we had a chat that is able to pay attention and follow breadcrumbs, right? Because it's all right there, right? I mean, we showed how, hey, they were trying to share this post that had a cut off bottom, you know what I'm saying? They trying to make it still over here like, bro, Photoshop, like, what they talking about?
That was crazy, bro. I was like, they really went this far? Like, but that's how we know. That's how we know what we're doing is working. You know, that's how I knew with Mikey what we was doing was working, because they go to these efforts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, we on the right path, man. Like, it's solidified at this point.
He said, hey, you know what else is solidified, Seal? That we should all be apologizing to James Gunn, bro. Like, we should all just beg for forgiveness, yo. That shit was crazy.
I promise you, after Road Moon is a smash success, like top 3 Netflix numbers, that same individual will be like, is there a chance to sell to Netflix? Like, that video is going to come, and then, hey, maybe some of y'all be like, oh, hey, baby, he turned around. Bro, for the last 2 years, this man has done this. If y'all haven't seen this by now, hey.
The consistency is out there for everybody, and we've all been consistent in the message.
That video's coming. It'll be in January. I'm going to tell you, it'll be in January sometime. When the numbers come out from Rebel Moon, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, is it a chance now on Netflix? Come on, bro.
Bruh, they're going to tell us to move on, and they're going to be telling us to start tweeting restore in a couple days, bro. I'm just like, bro, are we moving on or not? Like, this is confusing. But, nah, look, I want to thank everybody that was on the panel, that showed up to the chat, man. This was probably one of my favorite streams ever, bro. Like, real talk, it was a packed house, and all you guys made it lit. Just real quick, anybody got some stuff that they want to promo before we get on out of here? Round robin. Zod, you go first.
Yeah, I got coming up next, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, December 9th. Apass and I got another episode of I Don't Get It. And that's gonna be awesome. So be looking for that on my channel. We're gonna be breaking all this stuff down, and of course, rep and sell like we always do every show, because sell is the way. All right, and that's really that's really the whole point. Sell is the way, and we need to keep pushing that, no matter how many haters and detractors we get. I've been fighting with people on Twitter all day about this Zack Snyder post. I can't teach people how to read posts on Vero. If they don't know how to read, they don't know how to scroll. That's not my fault.
They can't
think, Mark.
They can't think.
Oh, God. I don't care.
Man,
it's nothing you can do for them, Zod. If they can't read and like articulate and
scroll, they can't even scroll, bro. They can't even
they
scroll.
need you to tell them. They need you to tell them what they should be seeing. That's what they need. That's what they need.
Yo, no, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Josh, is there anything coming up that you want to promo, bro?
Yeah. Man of Steel watch along this Friday. Show up, everybody. Let's share. Everybody streams. Let's try to engage. I have a friend from high school who's on this Campia conditioning, and I'm telling him, he kind of checks in with me in DMs. He's like, "Hey, Zach said what?" And I'm like, "Come on, bro." And I sent him the space from Skywalker the Jedi. Like I said earlier, just sharing information. Like we all need to help these leaders share this message and dispel these narratives. So I'm going to be showing up when I can to the watch alongs, and just supporting you guys.
Yo, thanks for coming through, man. Absolutely. Necron, what you got coming up, bro? You wanna let the people know about, man, what's popping in Necron's world on the horizon?
Well, on my channel, I'm going to be doing a stream on the plus the being a good person and good attitude and all that type of thing. Come on, dude. If you watch my show, that's not what's going on over there.
That sounded terrible.
I started thinking of a Disney special when you were saying this. I was like, what is he talking
After school
about?
special with Necron. Maybe I'll do one. No, my channel, man. I mean, if you're not familiar with it, it is total underground metal. But I'm gonna be doing some more Pandora's Box. I think the next thing I'll do on there will be a Rebel Moon watch along. You know, when we all get our schedules figured out, because I know some of these metalheads, some are familiar with it and some aren't. But I think that whole Rebel Moon would just solidify to the world of Zack Snyder. So I will bring them in through Rebel Moon. I did say, hey, you need to check out BBS. And some are already familiar, some ain't. But I think for sure that'll work on my channel. So I'm going to do that and see whoever wants to watch along with me can, you know. But other than that, it's underground metal most of the time. And sometimes I show up on Sports Nation with Shill and because I don't say Mikey, what the hell, Austin, still in Austin, and because I'm the resident
Spirit of Mikey. Spirit of Mikey.
Yeah, Spirit of Mikey's still in there, man.
Mikey would be cooking tonight, guys. Could you imagine all the snark? Could you imagine all the snark Mikey would be speaking right now if he were here?
Oh, they would be attacking.
Oh my god!
I think I'm giving some shots. Some of you betas, like, it was probably meant for Mikey. Some of these shots, like, they came at me hard, bro. Like, dang, like, I think I'm Mikey side or something. Like, they going hard. God damn.
Yeah, well, you know, they've been taking their orders from their king to try to stop this, you know, once and for all, I'm sure. And every time they do, it just blows up in their face, and Zack Snyder just seems to get more engagement regardless, and he's going to win. You know, he's going to win. It might take some time.
And since they don't have Mikey to go at, they're going to go at you harder still because they don't have Mikey. So it's
hey, y'all mean it blows up in the face like this?
It hasn't worked yet.
Trending with Restore the Snyderverse. That's an odd hashtag.
Hey, no, but once again, Charles Austin brought up a great point. He was like, hey, that space, that was a legendary alley-oop, yo. He was like, as soon as that hashtag started trending the other day, you saw this happen. Literally, back on the 17th, when Release the Air Cut started trending, immediately after that, you saw David Ayer come out and try to put the kibosh on that. I think that this is kind of the part of the WBD playbook. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, as soon as something started trending, we're going to get out there and get some counterintelligence going on. You know what I'm saying?
Get them.
real talk.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's like Steppenwolf.
Get out, attack.
Mayo is delicious.
I was just gonna say that was
demon.
They're like some super villains, like these weird dudes. They're like some real super villains out there, like crush them.
Still, I'm telling you, man.
Weirdos, bro.
Need a man,
It's like when Steppenwolf grabbed the parademon, bro, and threw him and was like, yo, like, go out there. Defend the unity. Defend the unity.
I'm about to watch ZSJ on. I'm gonna fall asleep probably watch
Thanks, bro. Oh
I'm
my
about to
god.
watch that now.
But still, what you got coming up that you want to let the people know about, bro?
Yeah, hey, like that Friday watch along, man. That's huge, man. It's still watch along.
Defend the narrative. I'm done, bro. He said defend the narrative.
Defend the narrative. Destroy them. That's how these dudes act. Like they're like real, like villains. Like the narrative. Or the weird ones, like they're trying to pretend they like cool when it's like, oh, gotta get some, some I'm a double agent. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing with your time, bro? Oh my god! But the Friday Man is Still watch party was at Netflix, right? So this is huge. This is about engagement, and this is a little test for us because y'all should be tuning in at home while y'all doing this watch party, showing Netflix that spike. Anytime we're doing this. So when Rebel Moon comes out, tell your family, your uncles, your cousins, everyone. So it's just a test run. This Friday on my channel, I've been, obviously I cover all DC, so I know people get upset when I do James Gunn stuff, or when I have certain people on the panel that's really pro James Gunn. That's going to continue, but it's all about, again, just that dialogue, and the chat never lets me down. I'll just say that with that. But also with Elseworld stuff, like the Constantine videos I've been doing has been doing really good this week. So I'm gonna keep finding information out about like Elseworld stuff that just keep it real, stuff that Gunn's not a part of. I know people, certain ones are excited about that, so that will continue. But yeah, like I said, Friday I think that's gonna be a big thing, and it's about December is Rebel Moon month. Like I said, we want is more than just hashtagging. I've said this on my channel. It's about, again, engagement, getting people to watch it, showing them clips online, something, to get them interested, to keep it in the conversation. Zack Snyder is already all over social media right now. So we just want to, jump on that wave, man. And let's just continue this conversation until Rebel Moon drops. Oh, and CCXP this weekend. So y'all know images are going to leak this weekend. So let's blow that up. Blow that up this weekend. People are going to see Rebel Moon for the first time. That's Friday, on Friday, December 1st. He's debuting it in Brazil. So let's keep Rebel Moon, do the Man of Steel watch party, keep that going, keep Netflix in the conversation, and blow up whatever leaks out from CCXP, man. That's going to be exciting.
Facts. I want to once again thank all y'all for coming through, and I wanted to reiterate that there will be a Man of Steel watch along on this platform. It will be at 3 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 Eastern. We'll be starting off, and I'm very, very much looking forward to engaging with Netflix come Friday. We feel great about our chances of really boosting these projects and giving Netflix that engagement this whole month leading up to the release of Rebel Moon. I mean, we're watching all these DC movies on Netflix to lead up to Rebel Moon, guys. Like, it's not just about supporting Sale either. It's about supporting Zack Snyder and making sure that we do everything in our power to make sure that Rebel Moon is as big a project as can be released come December 22nd. Everybody needs to be watching this thing. Everybody needs to be talking about it. And we have to make sure that it's totally dominating the conversation. and that we are forcing the conversation to be had, because I'm already letting y'all know now, the conversation is going to shift to how big of a bomb that Aquaman is, right? They're going to try to like switch it all, but this is like the biggest bomb. Hey, nobody cares, right? If they care, they would have went to go see the film. Right. Like, so I will not be accepting any of that. All of the chatter over here will be about Sail and Rebel Moon for the entire month of December. So it's going to be the month of Zack Snyder, and I am also looking forward to having the homies out here and really being able to enjoy this film in 70 millimeter. We're going to be doing it big, and we're going to make sure that we are giving y'all that content and making sure that you guys are getting our reactions out of the theater and all that, and just really making sure that we're pushing this thing as far as we possibly can. And thank you to everybody that's been rocking out, because it's really been because of you guys' support that we've been able to get this far. And y'all really charge us up and really make it easy for us to keep going. So shouts out to all of y'all. We about to get on out of here. I'm about to play this outro, right? And then we're going to get at y'all next time, right? So peace.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are.
Hey, sorry. That was an accident. Y'all. Let me play the real outro, and then we'll get it out of y'all. Have a good one. Peace. Apologize.